Welcome back, everybody, to another Last Night Productions episode. I'm your host, Carlos, and we are ending off this year, 2023, with our top 3 films of the year. Let me tell you something, it was a little bit difficult. I think that we all have different top 3s, but I was editing them all, and it was a pretty fun year for film. A lot of good hits, a lot of good comic book films, a lot of good dramas. Horror films were fantastic this year. Nothing really stood out like last year. Like we had a consensus on one of them, but this year's going to be a really fun spread. And with me today to celebrate the new year, we got Samantha. How you doing, Samantha?
Good. We're in the final hours of 2023.
Yes, we're counting down. Ian, how you doing?
Good. I'm looking forward to this.
Yes, sir. Juan, how you doing?
Pretty good. Looking forward to the new year.
Hell
New
yeah.
movies.
New you. Chris, how you doing, Chris?
I don't want to talk about it.
He's dripped out in his invisible Dolphins gear, fading into the background after their loss. He's passing away. He's a ghost. And we got Big Butt Burrito himself beaming in. How you doing, Big Butt? Christian?
As big a butt as you'll ever see.
Good to have you guys. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. 2023 was fun. I think that we should get this started, though. We got to work through a lot of films. Let's start off with our first trailer. Saw X is our first number 3 spot, and this one is actually Juan's pick. Juan.
Yeah, so number 3 for me, honestly, it was a really tough choice. It was like really hard to pick what number 3 was, but I had to settle for Saw X. I always loved the Saw movies. I pretty much loved all of them. The only one I haven't watched is Jigsaw. So
Okay.
Jigsaw or Spiral?
Yeah. Oh, Spiral.
Yeah.
Spiral. That's the
Don't
only
bother.
one I haven't watched. But other than that, I loved every single one of them. And then this one just continued my love for it, honestly. A lot of good gore in it, a lot of good traps, and then kind of exploring like his little revenge plot against all the doctors that pretended to cure him and they just wanted his money. But yeah, overall, it's really, really a fun movie.
That looked like I didn't watch this one, but that looked like a brutal kill when he's drilling his head.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Has anybody else watched it?
Yeah, I saw it.
You did?
What do you think, Ian?
It's fine. Yeah, it was fine. I haven't seen a lot of them. I've only seen up to 5. So I haven't seen like the other one, like the Jigsaw and the Spiral. I thought it was pretty good. There was some pretty decent kill, like the one they showed a little bit where like the chick has to cut her leg off.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
The
Get
bone
the
marrow and
bone
stuff like
marrow.
that.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting.
Try to get our bone marrow.
Yeah,
she had
it's
to
like
fill
they
up
had
the
to weigh.
glass.
Then they have to weigh the bone marrow or something.
Yeah.
Oh
So
my
she had to fill up the little
God.
container with a certain amount of bone marrow
Well,
to
it
release the
doesn't
trap.
really work out in her favor. That was
Yeah.
kind of cool too. What happens to her, but yeah, you know, I didn't really warm up to these movies until you guys kept talking about them this year because the Saw X was coming out, and I went back and watched. I started with 3 and 4, and then I watched 5, and I was like, these are fun for what they are. And then I watched X because X takes place, I think, between 1 and 2, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm not really missing anything. So yeah, it was a decent enough time. I was thinking about including it. You have an honorable mention list too, right?
Oh yes.
I was thinking about putting it on there. I didn't because I did my best not to put sequels or superhero movies.
Okay.
There's 2 actually.
Yeah,
we'll get to that eventually.
Yeah,
I was thinking about putting Saw X.
I was debating. I was like, shit, man, should this make the top 3 or not? But it made a top 3.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, I would recommend it. You like the Saw movies?
Is it pretty high up on your overall Saw franchise list, or
a lot? Well,
it is, but honestly, I still prefer some like the first one, the original. Still.
A lot of people were saying that they think it's like the best one since the second or third one.
Yeah,
wow.
honestly,
probably
I'll still rank it though in the top. Top Saw movies. So.
What about you, Chris? Where does it rank in your Saw?
Probably the same.
Yeah.
I think that the best one, of course, has got to be the first one,
Yeah.
and the second one was probably the second best,
Yeah.
and then this is probably the third best one out of all of them.
Yeah, because it ranks really high.
Yeah, but they were. I don't know. I'm a huge fan of the Saw ones. I should have put that on my pick. I don't know why I didn't even think about it until I was like, oh yeah, that fucking movie came out this year.
I like 3. I thought it should have kind of ended at 3. They still set up stuff to go into 4, but I think like it worked like as a trilogy. It worked the best as just 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, hey, we got a special guest popping in all the way from Sweden. Hey, Victor, how's it going?
Hello.
Welcome. Good to have you.
Hello. How's it going, man?
We pretty much just started, and we started with Juan's first top 3 pick, and number 3 he had Saw X. But now let's check out the next one. The next trailer is Dungeons and Dragons and number 3 for Chris.
Yeah, so I was the same thing. I was like, there's a couple of movies that I was picking. I don't want, and we'll talk about that later. But I was like, what should I pick for my third one? And the only thing that kept sticking out to me, I'm not big into Dungeons and Dragons or anything. That's the only reason why I went and seen this was because Shannon plays Dungeons and Dragons, and she's huge into it. And I gotta say, I was watching this movie like laughing and invested in it, and it left. Dude, this came out early this year, and it's still like I've only seen it in theater. Watching this trailer again, I was like, oh man, that's really good. I want to watch it again. Like it was a good movie. I had fun watching it. It's funny. There's action. It's funny. Like
I heard good things about it. It looks fun. I like the main actor Chris Pine.
Yeah.
It's in Star Trek.
Right.
But yeah, it was a good movie. I'm not even a Dungeons and Dragons fan. It was just, and of course Michelle Rodriguez is in it.
I was gonna say that. Michelle Rodriguez.
Yeah.
That's my
Her
girl.
Favorite.
Yeah, same.
Favorite on the show. So you'd recommend that one? I've been
Yes.
meaning to watch it, and I've been meaning to play the top game of the year as well, which is Dungeons and Dragons related.
Baldur's
Baldur's
Gate.
Baldur's Gate
Oh, that's
3.
right.
Shannon's been
Yeah,
playing the
that's right.
shit out of that.
Yeah, I got to get
She
into
was
Dungeons
showing
and
me
Dragons.
some interesting perks about the game yesterday.
The nudity part. I
Yeah.
walked in. You know, like you could customize your bush.
We're both cracking up because she's turning her character like this, and her junk is flapping around with her.
Nice. Christian, did you see that movie?
No, I didn't. I heard it was good.
Juan,
But
did you-
I haven't watched it yet.
Only thing I know about Dungeons and Dragons is that my dad would play it when he was a kid.
Yeah.
Nice.
About it.
The longevity of that game too, huh?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's been around
Yeah.
for a long time.
Yeah.
Did Critical Role have a hand in that movie?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think so. Maybe.
I would
don't
assume
know.
they did, but
They probably had a hand in making it popular again.
definitely
Well, I don't know. What made it? Stranger Things probably made Dungeons and Dragons popular
for the
again.
younger kids.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, probably
Yeah,
for
that's true, that's true.
the Zoomers or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
Most likely. Yeah.
But I remember playing Dungeons and Dragons with my friends in middle school, and Shannon thought I was the biggest fucking nerd. And now the tables have turned, and she's so into Dungeons and
That's
Dragons.
funny. Yeah, that made my honorable mention. I just watched it. I started it Friday and I finished it yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Did
Yeah,
you like
I
it?
did. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought it was great.
I
Like,
thought it was pretty funny as well.
Mhm.
At first, I like just watching the trailer. I was like, it kind of looks like a Guardians of the Galaxy knockoff in a
Right.
way.
Yeah.
I could
But I
see
thought
that.
they did a good job of you know
Sounds like he's getting his outside.
of I thought they did a good job with the characters. Chris Pine was a fun character. I liked the thing with like his wife and his daughter and all that. And yeah, and it was funny. And as someone who also doesn't really know much about Dungeons and Dragons, there was a 80s cartoon that I like. That's like my only exposure to Dungeons and Dragons. I've always wanted to play it,
Yeah.
but it was cool. Yeah, that's a good pick. It's one of the
Fair
better. I'd say it's one of the better ones from this year.
Nice. Check out Dungeons and Dragons. Next up, we have Yes, my number 3 pick this year is Talk to Me. A lot of great horror films this year. There's a couple more on our top 3 list, so I won't spoil them. But this one just stood out to me the most. It's done by Australian duo, the Filippo brothers. I think they're old school YouTubers from the beginning of YouTube. But they got their first feature film. It's a great horror film, a possession film. I had a lot of fun with this one. And I think the most of us enjoyed it as well, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It was
I
a
liked
really,
it.
really good movie.
Really
Yeah,
good.
it was good.
Good soundtrack. Great. This main actress is really spooky in her role. And it has kind of like a twist ending that I enjoyed. It was all lined up pretty well. And yeah, this is a standout for me. Another A24 joint.
You got a comment?
Oh.
Happy New Year, LMP. Thanks,
Yeah,
Bottle Jug.
yeah, thank you, Bottle Jug.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. I like that one. That one made my honorable mention list as well.
Oh, nice. Yeah, great horror film. But next we have the Barbie movie. This was a summer of big hits. Barbenheimer was the big duo you had to go see. And in the number 3 spot was Sam with Barbie. Sam, why'd you pick Barbie?
Dude, I love Barbie. The more I watch movies with you guys, the more I realize I'm into costuming and clothing in movies. And Barbie, like growing up playing Barbies and everything, just getting excited about her different outfits and everything. Like it starts off with her in her very first iteration when she's wearing the black and white swimsuit. And that's how you are introduced to her. And then just it's cute. It's got cute stories. They have Barbies that were like discontinued, and I had the pregnant one, which they make fun of in the movie. You can take her belly off, and she has a baby inside. It's like creepy. Oh, dang.
Oh, Shannon can't hear the trailer? Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm rolling with it.
Oh.
Wait, what? You can't hear the trailers?
We went through how many trailers?
Damn. I wonder how I would fix that.
I mean, people can go find the trailers on their own. You know, it's like
I guess we could just talk over the trailers while they're playing.
Sure. Yeah.
We'll run it like that.
It'll be commentary. Yeah.
You gotta act it out.
Our voiceover.
Where they just hear me hit my vape the whole time.
Wheezing over here. Oh man.
Sucking of the vape.
Yeah.
But anyways, Sam.
This movie opens up with showing a bunch of little girls playing with dolls and how that's all girls had for the longest time and how they gravitate towards dolls. But then Barbie shows up and they all just start slamming their baby dolls into the ground. They're like, we want that because she's a role model.
Is it like a 2001 reference? Is that what they were going
for?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like that. Yeah, it was fun.
I wanted to watch this one. The only thing I know about this movie was it was about Barbie and it had Ryan Gosling and Margot Robbie in it.
A lot of other great actors too.
I just found out right now that Will Ferrell is in it.
Yeah.
It looks funny. I've never seen a trailer or nothing.
He's the CEO of Mattel.
Nice.
Yeah.
They do any because I mean as far as guys, we had Barbies too. They were just called action figures.
That's true. I
mean,
G.I. Joe.
Do they do any reference to that?
So that was one thing I was looking forward to because like they go into the Mattel building and then I was like, oh, let me see what other Mattel figures are gonna have.
Is Mattel G.I. Joe Mattel?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, another spoiler alert. If you didn't see the new Transform film, the final scene is an Easter egg.
Oh, yeah.
That they're going to have the Mattel universe.
Yeah.
And they introduced G.I. Joe to the Transformers.
So that's what
they'll tie this in.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I wonder if they're going to show everything else from Barbie, but they didn't.
Make, like G.I. Joe movies?
Yeah,
like
they did
years
in the
ago.
early 2000s.
I never saw them.
Yeah, they were okay. But yeah, Sam, you're right. It's a very bright film, very colorful. And a Greta Gerwig joint too, Sacramento native director.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she did Lady Bird.
Oh, okay.
Now she's on making billion-dollar films apparently.
Now she's got some big wig
Yeah.
big time actors in our movies.
Yeah. We'll put a pin in Barbie for later because it shows back up. We still got more to say about that one. But next up, our guest from Sweden, Victor, actually introduced me to this one. I have yet to watch it, but it looks very interesting. I'll add it to the stage. Actually, I'm gonna turn it down for us, since you guys can't even hear it, and let it play out, and I'll just talk over it. Hopefully you can still hear me. But this one is called The Conference. Victor, why'd you pick The Conference?
Do you have him muted or is he muted?
Oh, I think.
Oh,
Oh,
you guys
he's
are
muted. This one looks pretty interesting. It kind of reminds me of that other horror film that came out this year, Eli Roth's Thanksgiving. But only this is a all Swedish film, it looks like. So it has subtitles. But yeah, Victor, tell us about it.
Yeah, I just think it's a great movie, and it got my interest. It's like this like kind of horror, like survival films. And I just found this. I live in like Sweden, between Norway and Finland, so it's like a Swedish Norway film.
Oh,
So I
cool.
thought like it fits me pretty well, and I just like the actors, like the killer there with the mask, and he just caught my eyes.
I never even heard of it.
I mean, that's creepy though. That face with the blood on it.
Yeah, right?
That's cool.
I wonder if we can watch it on Netflix or if we have to put on a VPN.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
I was kind of thinking that too.
I think that I did look it up because when we were talking about this one, it's originally titled The Conference, I think, in Swedish. But then I typed it in on Netflix and it came out the English version, The Conference.
Oh, is it dubbed or something? Or
Yeah, I think
Oh.
so. Yeah, there was subtitles in the trailer. It looks fun.
Yeah,
Looks like
the original was like Norway Swedish, but there is some English as well.
Oh, like a dubbed version. Okay, very cool. Yeah, everybody, check out The Conference. It's on Netflix. Looks fun. Our next pick is actually. Oh wait, what? It's Barbie again, Christian. You put Barbie in number 3.
Yeah.
It made his top 3. What can you say about Barbie, Christian?
He's got good.
Well, I didn't have Barbies growing up, but yeah, I don't know. Everybody just seemed like they really enjoyed this movie, and I was like kind of meh about it. But then I didn't see it in theaters. I finally watched it. I think it's on HBO, and yeah, I got a pretty good kick out of it. I was pretty impressed, actually.
I like the musical numbers too with the Kens.
Yeah.
Ken's doing a big old theatrical.
Hey, how hot is Ryan Gosling in this movie? Is he?
It's pretty hot.
You rate him 1 to 10. What would you give him?
10, dude. Fucking,
10.
I give him a 10.
I love me some Ryan Gosling,
10 for
dude.
Ken. 10 for Ken.
He was my Hercules when I was a kid growing up.
Really? Ryan Gosling?
He played young Hercules.
Oh, okay.
That was like after school. I watched that show like all the time.
Oh, huh.
And then Sam got me a journal that I used to keep my notes in. That was Ryan Gosling quotes. I'd be like,
Wow.
"You go, girl. You got this." every day was a different motivational quote from Ryan Gosling, the man himself.
He said all those things.
To you. Just
To
thinking
me,
of
yeah.
you.
Oh, man.
Yeah. But no, like I thought it was interesting how like Barbie goes into the real world and like the Mattel people like start going after her, and they go into Mattel back. They go back into Mattel with her, and well, not like with her, but they follow her into it. And
Yeah.
by the time she gets back, all the Kens have taken over, and there's like a patriarchy and everything, and it was kind of funny to see how they like get that all back.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Ken is like, oh, it's not about horses after all. I don't really like the patriarchy. Just cheesy and cute.
I think that's one of the dangers with these films is you can get a lot of like right-wing people saying, man, they just are shitting on men all day. Patriarchy attacks, come on. But I think the director handled it very well. and even
Yeah.
had a nice lesson for men as well, not to be like so dependent on women in a way. I think that was hidden in there a little bit, because the
Yeah.
Ken he wants Barbie the whole time, but
Mhm.
by the end he kind of can empower himself. Go ahead.
I was saying he is Knuff. That's what he
He
learned.
is enough. Everybody get that shirt.
Well, the Barbie world, they're like the girls rule, and then the boys are just like background characters.
Matriarchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have like their own matriarchy. Then it flips.
Mhm.
Real world.
Real
World shit. Yeah, it has really fun themes. It's colorful. Soundtrack. Do you guys remember soundtrack?
I just remember it was like.
Did they play the Barbie "I'm a Barbie Girl in a Barbie World" song?
I think that
love
was
that song.
missing.
I don't think they
Wow.
played it.
I was waiting for the
Maybe-
Rammstein
maybe-
version.
Maybe they thought it was too on the nose.
Did Rammstein do a version of that?
Or am I thinking of
Yes.
a different German band?
It was Rammstein.
Was it Rammstein?
Was it?
Yeah.
I'm a Barbie girl.
They had a song from Lizzo in there. That's all
Oh
I
yeah,
remember.
Lizzo was big. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she did some kind of variation of the Barbie song.
Hmm.
Yeah, fun film, and it. I think that's probably the top grossing of the year, right?
Yeah.
Was it really?
I believe so.
Yeah,
Barbie.
It's made a insane amount.
Well, that makes sense why it's on here twice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So nice. We added it twice.
Money talks, bullshit walks.
But our next film is a horror film. We mute it. This Christmas, everybody's going out to see Thanksgiving again. I don't know why they
Wait,
have
did
it.
they bring it back for the?
I guess.
Oh, okay.
Unless this is for the rentals and the
Oh, maybe.
yeah.
Yeah. I
buy
guess.
or
Was
rent
it
now.
Is it
Theaters
still in
still.
theaters?
And in
I
theaters.
mean, hey,
I think it's still in
it's
theaters.
still in theaters. Yeah.
It
just
deserves it.
celebrate Thanksgiving again.
Mm-hmm.
On New Year's.
But
On New
Ian's
Year's,
number
yeah.
3 pick is Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I was surprised.
Yeah. I kind of wanted to put another movie at my top 3, but it made my honorable mentions because if I had put that, all the movies would have been period pieces, and I wanted something that was modern. So I went with this, and I did really like this. I'm gonna be the negative Nancy here. I actually thought this was a really shitty year for movies, personally. It was
Right.
a very, very disappointing year, but
Maybe my bar was set low because I was expecting it to be pretty bad. But I still had a lot of fun with the
Yeah.
movies we did get.
there is some good stuff out there, but overall, like, I thought last year was better, and
Mhm.
I don't know. I just thought this year was quite disappointing. But this one I thought was gonna probably be a disappointment because I'm not a fan of Eli Roth's movies.
Yeah.
But I thought he did a really good job with this. I always liked the trailer, the fake trailer, the Grindhouse trailer.
Yep.
And
Classic.
probably my favorite subgenre of horror is slasher movies, and this is to a T a slasher movie. Yeah, some people were complaining that he should have made it look like the Grindhouse, like the dirt, like the film grain and scratched up look to it. But I'm would I have liked that better? Maybe, but I still thought this was a really fun time. We saw it in the theater.
Yeah.
We had a really fun time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of how many comedies I've seen. I can't tell you any right now, but that film, I have never laughed harder in a theater, dude. That intro for Black Friday.
It was entertaining all around. Yeah.
It's supposed to be a horror film. I was cracking
Yeah.
up. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, that was the fun part of it.
Yeah.
Just the absurdity
Yeah.
of it all.
I'm glad it made your list because it was between Barbie movie and that one for me.
Oh, okay. There you go. It's a good trade-off. Yeah. No, I recommend it if you like horror movies, slasher
It was
movies.
it was a fun slasher movie.
Yeah, because we were talking. I told you it reminded me a lot of like I Know You Did Last Summer and kind of Scream, and I really like those movies. At least the ones back then in the 90s.
It was between that and Talk to Me for me, but
Yeah,
Talk
to Me. Yeah,
Talk to Me.
I just slasher movies are just my thing.
Yeah.
So I had to go with this.
I guess Possession versus slasher.
Yeah. I did like Talk to Me, but I just figured I'd go with this.
And it has some pretty good kills in there too.
Yeah.
Gory
Some
kills.
gory and
Ooh.
some pretty practical too.
I like
When-
them a lot.
Yeah.
When that log goes through a guy's head.
Right, that was
Bad.
awesome. Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah, decapitations and
Trampoline
what are those
scene.
the corn. I feel like that's a little better in the trailer.
Right.
But the corn things in the ears was good.
Oh.
Yeah, there's some decent stuff.
What'd you say, Christian? You cut out.
Longer kills. Aside from the burning the mom alive.
Right, that was good. Yeah,
But it took its time a little bit.
it did. Yeah,
Like
no, it
she
definitely did.
stairs and then she's on the buzzsaw thing, whatever.
Right. Yeah, that was good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eli Roth, not bad.
Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
I guess they're making another one, and I'm excited for it. So
Thanksgiving to the
yeah.
leftovers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, second helping.
Yeah. I think that concludes our number 3 picks. So we're gonna have Juan open up our number 2 slots.
Wait.
Juan.
What was yours again? Oh, yours was Talk to Me. That's right.
Oh yeah, mine. Yeah. But Juan, he picked Guardians of the Galaxy 3 for his number 2.
Yep. I like this. I really love this movie, honestly. From just even the trailers, pretty much showing a lot of emotions on the trailers and everything.
Dude, I was rewatching all the trailers, and this one still made me choke up. I think it's the song. The song is
and then
so good.
the feeling of the trailers just make you oh shit, this is the end of the Guardians.
Yeah,
as you know it.
Yeah.
No.
And then
you think they'll be back?
Not this lineup, but yeah.
because they built the whole new Guardians kind of.
Oh right.
Yeah.
You know.
It said Star.
And then Star-Lord's on his own now.
Yeah.
But overall, it was full of action, full of emotions. You're you really didn't know oh shoot, is this gonna happen? Is this really gonna happen now? And overall, it was just a good feeling about it.
These films never disappoint. The Guardians films.
Yeah.
I really like them.
What was Christian saying? He's cutting out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well,
Yeah,
you're cutting out,
Christian.
Christian.
Huh?
What were you saying earlier?
You
I
cut out.
was because am I still cutting out?
Yeah.
No, if you talk and we're quiet.
Keep talking.
Yeah.
No, because at the it says Star-Lord will return, not the Guardians, so it's probably not going to be the whole thing, all the members.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get an independent Quill film. Peter Quill, follow him around.
It's just him mowing the lawn on Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what he is. He's back on Earth,
Yeah.
so he's
In a Mario.
Oh, you cut out Christian?
He's mowing his lawn in a Mario costume.
Oh man.
There we go.
Yeah, this was good. I like the enemy too. I can't remember what his name was.
What's his name?
He's a good
I
actor.
forgot his name, but yeah.
A real tearjerker with the animal abuse and the
yeah.
animal
Yeah.
experimentation. Yeah.
That's how I said this movie is full of different emotions.
I almost put this on my pick too, but I was like, I don't know. I already got. I don't know. Anyway, this it's definitely my honorable mention. It was a great movie. I love everything superhero movies, Marvel, DC, all that stuff. So.
Yeah, definitely my favorite superhero film was Guardians. But Chris, I think on the seat behind you. Oh yeah, could you pass me that?
This thing?
Yeah. We're actually for the next number 2 film, we're gonna do a live execution on the podcast. Pass it to Ian.
Give it to me.
This Ian made a promise last episode that if Chris picked The Flash for his top films of 2023, he would execute him. So sorry,
Execute me,
Chris.
dude.
Sorry,
Come on.
Do it.
Oh no! Rest in peace.
It's more like I'm knighting you, actually.
Yeah.
Yes,
Less than
because
a-
it's a gospel.
Then I cut off. Yeah. Just have this for the rest of the
Yeah, you can just hold that
I already look silly enough
up.
He's business and
and evil.
the medieval businessman.
you look like falling down in
Yeah,
medieval
yes.
times, dude. Instead of guns, you got a sword.
Places.
Oh man. But Chris, the Flash, huh? The Flash
Yeah.
made his list.
Come on, it's Batman, dude. Batman. Keaton was back.
Well, it's actually called
It's
Flash.
just
It's
Flash.
not called Batman.
It's
But look, how many Batmans you need in the Flash film? I thought this was a Flash film.
Right, exactly. It's not a Flash film. Nobody cares about. So to be honest, out of the whole thing, I hate him as Flash. I didn't
Well,
like
he's
him in
also a bad human in real
Yeah,
life,
he's kind
right?
of just a
Yeah.
shitty person.
Well, even
overall.
before that all happened, I never liked his character. Just I didn't like him. But
Very.
the reason why I like this movie is because of Batman.
Yeah.
And that's why I made my top pick. You get Keaton reprises his role.
Crazy.
Dude, that's got to be the longest continuity of a because they did it with Spider-Man. They brought Tobey's Spider-Man back, which made that span even longer. And then DC showed him up like, oh, we can go back even further. And so, but yeah, Michael Keaton was awesome in this. I think I liked him in this movie than I liked in his original Batman movies.
Yeah, he was badass in this one.
All right, yeah, this one did make him look more badass.
Yeah, dude. The only thing that I didn't like about it, obviously, a lot of people hated the
Pterodome or the
graphics. They said it was cheesy, which is CGI. It didn't bug me too much. I didn't like Ben Affleck's part in it, and I love Ben Affleck as Batman, and I feel like they Jewed him on his. Sorry, I don't mean to say that.
Hold on.
Take
that. Rewind it back.
I was gonna say, but he didn't really have a major part in it.
Yeah, but even his costume was like it looked like somebody made that down the street from my house with styrofoam parts. Dude.
I liked it. I thought it looks really good.
I didn't like it, dude.
Oh man! And then when he's like flirting with Diana on the bridge. Barry and Ben Affleck are flirting with her.
I don't remember anything from that movie.
I don't.
The
I
baby
know it
scene.
was there, but
The babies in the microwave.
Babies in the microwave. Who doesn't like that,
Bunch
dude?
of dead kids in shallow graves.
I thought it was a fun movie.
I liked it. So kill me if you want.
No, that was that was a joke.
Chris is gonna follow the sword.
It's your list. You put whatever you want. You know? That's the beauty of this.
So yeah, Flash is
although
definitely
Ian highly disagrees. You can put anything on your list.
It's like your opinion, man.
You do what you want. It's wrong, but you know your opinion's wrong.
Christian, did you like the Flash movie?
It was entertaining, yeah. I thought it was funny that we finally got to see the Nicolas Cage rendition of Superman. Or
yes.
It wasn't actually him, but it was put in an official superhero movie, so I thought that was pretty funny.
I have seen articles come out recently where Nick Cage is like, I don't remember acting any of that out.
I was gonna tell you, I was like, I read something about that it was all CGI and Nicolas Cage never like approved and everything of it. Like he didn't know pretty much about it that they're gonna include him.
Kind of weird.
Because they didn't have him act out. Or
it's him and Florida Joker. You stole my likeness.
Yeah.
Victor, what about you? Are you DC or Marvel?
Oh yeah, which comic book?
That's a hard question.
Right?
Have you seen this, the Flash or Guardians?
I haven't actually seen it, but
it's pretty good.
But to answer the question, I think I'm a DC.
Yes.
Ooh, okay. On Chris's side.
I was literally like, it is a hard question, but there's only one right answer, and he chose the right answer.
Yeah. Oh, and then we also got Clooney. Clooney returned.
That threw me for a loop. I was like, what? Did not expect that. That was good.
Overall, I think it was fun. Something I couldn't take too seriously, so I just kind of like, let's suspend all disbelief. Just absorb it, let it come at you,
dude. It was the movie.
It was
the movie that beat all odds, dude. They kept he kept screwing it up and screwing up, and they were like, "Nope, we're making this movie."
It's like a movie that wasn't supposed to come
Yeah,
out.
dude. It was like I thought for sure they were gonna cancel it like 6 times. I'm like, he did what again? Oh, they're not making this. Oh, they're still making it. Oh, he did something else. Oh, they're canceling it. They're still going. All right.
Yeah, it kept getting pushed back, right?
Yeah,
a couple of years maybe.
Especially when they started canceling a whole bunch of DC movies that they were working on.
Oh, Batgirl and stuff.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden Flash was made it through.
It's because Michael Keaton was in it, dude.
Everything behind it. It's like,
man, they had to finish off the DC universe. But yeah, Flash for number 2, not a bad pick. I gotta tell you guys, my number 2 is probably one of the best action films of the year, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. Which I heard that they're going to not make the next one Part 2. They're going to rename it something else.
Wow.
I guess this one didn't do very well in the box office, but I thought it was so good. It was action packed. Tom Cruise, you can't beat Tom Cruise. This is the 7th Mission Impossible film.
Wow.
I like the franchise a lot. Grew up with it, with Mission Impossible 2 being my favorite, but this one is so good. And it kind of it makes the characters interesting too. Our love interest, I can't remember her name, but she's like a professional lockpicker, right? And she can steal stuff really easily, but she's also terrible at driving. So kind of mixes. She's a complex character, you know. She's not just can do
You watch
everything
your
at once.
mouth.
Oh no, what's the,
Oh, he's just gonna
I'm
say
sorry.
typical woman or something.
oh,
You
I
said
hear him go.
she's
you
terrible at
can-
driving. I was
Yeah,
like,
that can be a joke, but it's a lot of fun.
After we talked about the Barbie movie, you can't.
Yeah, come on, Chris.
I'm sorry.
Gotta be
I'm sorry.
sensitive. Nah, and then everybody's probably seen the behind the scene footage of Tom Cruise doing his own stunts, like diving off of the cliff, parachuting. He's a pro. He's always been a pro for a reason, and he saved the movie theaters for the summer. My dad said.
Did
Although it didn't
did
do
Top
very
Gun
well.
come out this year too?
Didn't do very well in the box office. We came out of that one. It was a free sneak preview, and the guy stands outside with the clipboard saying, "What'd you
Mission
guys think of
Impossible?
it?" Yeah, this
Oh.
one. And my dad went up to me. He's like, "Tom Cruise has saved summer again." That's my review. Put it down.
That's funny.
Because when he had Top Gun Maverick
That's
last
right,
year,
yeah.
Oh, that was last
saved
year.
That was
cinema.
yeah, that made a
Okay.
lot of money. I guess people can only take so much Tom Cruise, I suppose.
Yeah.
nowadays.
It was good. The bad guys were a lot of fun too. There was that really fun bit where they're in the little yellow car and she's driving a big old tank after him. Yeah, great film. Check out Mission Impossible. I think that it deserved to have a better box office, in my opinion. Oh well. Next up, though, we have in the number two spot,
Apology.
Samantha is American Fiction.
Yes. I know we just talked about this movie recently on the podcast, but I adore this movie. There's a lot of like family dynamic stuff happening. He's trying to become a big writer, a big author, and has to navigate his morals versus like what sells. And it's just a great movie. I really like, my takeaway is the family dynamic, how everyone's struggling. Like they're a well-off family, but everyone's got their own struggles internally and externally. So yeah, you saw this with me. So what do you
Yeah,
think?
this was actually our Mystery Monday movie. We usually try to go to those $5 mystery shows where you don't know what's going to play. And this was a pretty big surprise. I really like the main actor. He's a lot of fun.
Mhm.
To see him in like his first starring role. I mean, he's been Jeffrey Wright. He's been in other roles like Westworld and stuff like we've talked about. But yeah, he was really good in this one. And yeah, the subject matter is a lot of fun to play with and see how they play with it.
Yeah.
He at one point takes his books out of the African American section and tries to put them in like fictional writer section.
Philosophy
Uh-huh.
or something.
Philosophy.
Yeah. He's like, why are you putting me in African American studies or whatever? Like this is for everybody.
Yeah,
Well, sir.
some
He
fun
gets
commentary.
frustrated.
Yeah. And it's an Orion picture. I like Orion.
Yeah, that's interesting. You brought them back.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, this one's a lot. He writes a book about like living in the ghetto and having such a hard life, being a gangster, which, you know, he's a well-off guy. He's never experienced that,
Yeah.
but
He-
it sells.
He does interviews and he has to put on the act and talk a certain way and stuff. And
Oh, at
Um,
one point he has to sell it to a publisher, and the publisher wants to meet with him.
yeah, when he's meeting with the publisher, his mom has dementia and she's in a living assisted place. So while he's trying to act like a hard guy over here, he notices an ambulance outside. So he takes off thinking like something happened to his mom. But then the publisher thinks like, oh, he's running from the cops. He's fucking cool. Like he's everything he says he is. So it's cool. Get those two, like the what is that? Double life piece.
Dichotomy? I don't know.
Yeah, it's cool. Check it out.
Check it out, American Fiction. I think that one's like just hitting theaters, actually.
Really?
Oh, wow.
I think so. Yeah,
Mhm.
kind of a late one. But next up, we have another action film for the number 2 slot. It's John Wick 4. The
Yeah.
4th film in the John Wick franchise. I think this is Christian's pick, right?
Yeah, it was. John Wick continues to impress. So, yeah, that was. I mean, all the other 3 movies were great. This one was great. I'm not sure what's gonna happen now.
I think that was it, right?
Who knows?
Spoiler alert.
One's ever really gone. But
Hmm.
no, Keanu great in it. Did oh my god, I really need to start writing these things down. And
What'd you think about the stair scene?
crazy. He just keeps.
Oh, you're cutting out a little bit, Christian.
He keeps falling down the stairs, and it's like, god damn.
I get knocked down, but I get up again.
Exactly.
I did. You saw this movie?
You saw this one, Chris?
Yeah, so I don't want to give away my number 1 pick, but it was tough for me to choose between this and my number 1 pick, and I didn't want to have like essentially the same movie, and because this is the 4th one in the chapter, I figured I'd let this one slide, but I really was going to put this in my top 3. I love the John Wick movies.
Yeah, they're excellent.
Sorry.
I always thought at the end, I mentioned it in our review of it when we did that. That'd be really funny if, because you know how in the first one it's about for his dog.
Yeah.
Oh, Revenge for His Dog, yeah.
Yeah, well, I felt it'd be funny how at the very end, when you think he's like if you had a bunch of dogs show up, like stairs out of nowhere and like surround the whole area, and then it like starts playing Who Let the Dogs Out.
Just a bunch of Parisian street dogs.
Would you want everybody to show up, and then the guy can go, "Let me tell you something, boys. That's no golden retriever."
That dude, John Wick.
Yeah, good job. Exactly.
I watching the trailer again. I remember not being very receptive of this one because it is the 4th one in the franchise. But watching the trailer again, there's a lot of fun set pieces. I also like that giant like Russian guy who's smoking a big old cigar and he has to fight John Wick.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh man, keep cutting out.
That fight just lasted forever.
Yeah, keep on taking the punches, the stairs, and then even that top down scene when he's going through with the fire breath shotgun.
Yeah.
Some pretty fun set pieces in that one.
Yeah. Like thrown out a fucking window.
Yeah. And he keeps on the Baba Yaga. Yeah, that one's a good pick. Good number 2. Keanu Reeves, man, he's a master because I've seen all of his like behind the scenes where he's actually practicing with his weapons and doing his tactical reloads and everything. He does it for real. He's him and Tom Cruise, man. They really get into their action roles.
I always thought because you got like Alien versus Predator and Freddy Krueger versus I always thought it'd be cool if they did a Jack Reacher versus John Wick.
I never watched the Jack Reachers.
Yeah.
No, John Wick would win, of course, but I thought that'd be
I don't
cool.
know about now.
Young John Wick. Yeah, great pick, Christian, for number 2. And then next up, Victor, he actually picked The Black Demon, another one that I've never heard of, but it looks like a lot of fun. Victor, why'd you pick this one for your number 2 slot?
I think so. I like also this kind of horror sharks movies as well. And this movie, just the shark is a hunting blood-seeking meg, so I thought it would fit me It's like it's just a family, the oil rig, the boat gets destroyed by the sharks. They can't go back. They gotta survive the shark. The shark is been like controlled by Tlaloc. It's called the Aztec god. Makes you hallucinate things that you actually can see, thinking you actually can survive, but you're not able to. It just caught my interest. They find a bomb on the oil rig, and they're gonna figure out how to stop it.
Oh, jeez.
That's a good shot. That big old
Yeah.
shark eating him.
I gotta watch that.
That's very cool.
Yeah,
You
it's
like
a,
What do you say, Christian? I think you cut out.
You like movies on these parts?
yeah.
Sorry, one more time.
Yeah, be like, what?
We do like our shark movies around these parts.
Oh yeah, like Jaws. Yeah.
I just watched all the Jaws movies like a couple months ago for the
didn't
first
you
time.
But I thought last night you said that you have, but you didn't watch all of them though. Haven't you seen?
Well, so I watched 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
but that's all of
You
them
gotta finish
almost,
it.
right?
Then
There's-
you need to watch 4. And then
what was 4? Because maybe I did watch it.
the Revenge.
But was that when they were older and had the the water park, or was that
No,
3?
That's 3.
Okay, then yeah, I haven't watched 4 yet.
Yeah, it's a horrible movie, but you still need to watch it
All
just
right.
because you got to finish it.
Yes,
I
yes.
did.
I'll watch
You
it.
gotta finish the story.
I'll
I
watch
can't
it.
be the only fucking person here that's seen those stupid movies. And then if you can find 5,
There's a 5th one too.
not officially,
Oh,
but I
Is it-
have. It's kind of 5 in a way. It's a shitty movie.
is
too,
it Sharknado?
but,
I was gonna say that too.
it's called Cruel Jaws.
Cruel Jaws?
Yeah.
There was one, Ian, you were telling me about. I don't know if it's the book or something, but a shaman possesses
That's
the
in
shark.
the novelization of 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of voodoo and all this other silly nonsense.
That kind of reminds me of this pick because I think
guess
Victor was saying
I
it's like
I didn't even think of that. Yeah,
an
that's
Aztec
crazy.
curse or something.
Yeah.
Victor, it's kind of cool.
It's a Aztec god, god of rain, and he's making
Okay.
it
That's
so it can rain. And his name was like Tlaloc something. It's pretty hard to pronounce. I don't know. And yeah, so the god possessed the Meg, and in the I don't know if I mentioned it, but in the beginning they get to the place where the boat is. So the kid in the middle there, the little one, they have like a place, like a rune to like protect them from the shark. And the
Oh.
god. I don't know if it's a god demon, I'd probably say. And he takes one of those protection like figures and switch it out with a Snickers bar. So I don't
Snickers
know
bar?
Huh.
he did. I don't know if it was more than Snicker. He did something with a bar. I don't know if that's something why the shark was awake, or I don't know if it was just a twist or is something funny they added.
Huh. That's cool. And I think this one's on Netflix, right?
I think I watched this one on HBO. I don't think it's on Netflix. I can look it up.
Nice.
Megalodon is prehistoric, right? Like you don't have.
I think so.
It's like the
yeah.
giant
They're
shark.
not still swimming around out there.
No, I think they died out.
That'd be scary.
Or-
We still got the great white
oh,
sharks.
yeah, it's true.
Jaws. Yeah, Black Demon. Good pick for number 2. I gotta
It's
check it out.
terrific.
Yeah. And then for the next number 2 pick, we have an Oppenheimer. Another one of the top films of 2023. I don't know, box office wise.
Yeah, I think it made a
I
decent
think it
amount of money.
did good.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it did good.
But yeah, it was the summer of Barbenheimer, so you had to go see both of them. We did the double feature, me and Sam. But yeah, this was Ian's number 2 pick.
Yeah, it was great. It's kind of because it was probably going to be my number 1, but a movie that just came out, I think I just felt I'd rather put that at number 1. But just the experience of seeing it at Can I give it to you? Sorry, thank you.
Thanks.
One.
We'll leave a nice tip when you get back. The 70 millimeter in IMAX. It was fucking amazing.
I forgot about that. Yeah, it was like a whole like occasion. Me and Sam kind of dressed up.
And that never really happens. I feel like
Right.
nowadays. It certainly didn't feel like that when we saw The Flash, or even any fucking other movie. Thank you. Nothing against those, but yeah, it did. It felt like there was a crowded theater. I remember it was kind of hard to get tickets.
Yeah.
it
Oh,
seemed.
I think it was like sold out
Right
at the
yeah.
IMAX. Yeah.
I remember my mom and brother, they were trying to see it. Took them a while to see it there because a bunch of shows were sold out. They finally did, but yeah, it's just a great, and that's always fascinated me, the atomic bomb, the Manhattan Project.
Yeah.
It's very fascinating subject matter.
Yeah.
And and I told you, it's like they're testing it, and it's like I know the thing is gonna work, but I'm kind of like in the movie, I'm like, is it gonna work? Like, and that's, to me, that takes a lot of really talented execution,
having
to
that
create
tension in
that
there.
tension and stress when I already know, by history, that the bomb works.
Yeah.
But they don't know that. And it was very well done. He did a great job. Cillian Murphy did a great job as J. Robert Oppenheimer.
And I think their boast is that it was all practical effects too. There was like very little to no CGI.
They built an atomic bomb, I guess.
Yeah, set off a
No
real
idea.
bomb.
But regardless, it was very, very well done. It was a good game. Matt Damon was in it. Benny Zabdi, he was good in it.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. was good in it.
Oh yeah, he's actually nominated for Best Actor, I think.
Oh really?
Best Supporting Role. Or
Okay,
something.
that's
Yeah.
cool.
Downey.
Good for him.
Yeah.
I've been
yeah.
I really wanted to watch this. I didn't get a chance to watch it before because I wanted to see this to see if it would make my top three.
I'd like to hear what you think of it.
I got to talk to the projectionist because it's 70
That's
millimeters.
I remember we got to see the film.
Yeah.
It's fucking huge.
Yeah, I think I might have it up there.
That's right. You got a strip of it, didn't you?
Yeah, I got a strip.
That's right. Yeah.
I had to pay for another ticket because they were giving out the strips. I just went and got my strip. I didn't even watch the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got to talk to the projectionist. It's so rare to still project film.
Yeah.
So he came all the way from like Missouri or something to work our local Sacramento IMAX projector.
Cool. Wow. Yeah, I'm just thankful that we had the opportunity, because I remember guys on YouTube that I watched said they had to go see it in just the regular theater, and
there's only like a few 70 millimeter theaters in California.
It's kind of a very rare breed these days. Even it's been a rare breed for a long time.
Can you tell the difference?
Yeah. It's a very, what do you call it? Like, the resolution is insane on 70 millimeter. It's pretty damn impressive how good it looks.
Pleasing to the eyes.
Yeah.
Film.
It would get tall, and then it would get more landscape-ish, and then tall again, and then landscape-ish. It was just really cool.
Oh yeah,
really, really cool.
And they played with black and white versus colored too, to show the difference in time. I think
we're trying to figure that out. I still don't remember what we came to our conclusion with that, was what the black and white meant versus what the color meant.
Mm-hmm.
I need to watch it again sometime, see if I can pinpoint it.
Yeah, great film, Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Do you think with those big reels of film they have, are they gonna do tours with it eventually? Like, every once in a while it'll come back into theater?
Oh, I hope so.
That'd be nice.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
They need to. They hopefully will do their best to keep it. What do you call it? Preserved. Yes. Yeah.
Not wear it out.
Yeah.
One of them.
At least one of them. Yeah. Oh, well, they shot it, so I guess if you have the negative, what they shot it with, you should be fine. And I guess maybe you can make dupes. I don't know. Regardless, hopefully, maybe someday we'll see it in 70 millimeter. Well, it's funny too. We saw Licorice Pizza in 70 millimeter.
Well, that's right. Yeah,
but that was a blow up. They didn't. I don't think they shot that. They blew it up from 35 to 70
really.
They used to do that all the time, like Star Wars, Die Hard, Alien. They used to back in the day, it was going to see I guess nowadays, what's that one that we see, the 4X, where the fuck it's called? You know what I'm talking about?
Isn't there seat shakes?
No, not that.
Oh,
isn't there
4DX or something?
Right. Isn't that supposed to be a better screen resolution or something?
I don't think so.
Oh,
I thought it's more about the motion seats, right?
I thought there's one or something XR or something. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
XD.
XD maybe?
Yeah.
Isn't that
they have better?
You have to pay more for that, right?
Yeah.
I think it's the sound
I
system.
Okay,
say,
that's
I
the
think
thing
they
with
boost the
70
sound.
millimeter too. It's the sound on the film is also more grandiose.
Oh, wow.
And back in the day, you could go see, they would blow up 35 millimeter prints to 70 millimeter for like Star Wars, Alien, the big movies back then. And they stopped doing that probably around the late 80s, maybe early 90s. But it was more like that, like the XD, if you want the best way to watch it, you go see the 70 millimeter blow up of it. So anyway,
That's kind of weird.
talk-
The film can store the sound as well. It kind of blows my mind.
I've never understood how that works, but that's the thing. In
Yeah.
fact, people say like the 70mm audio mix of Star Wars, that's the best way to listen to it. And it's on like, I think only the last time it was on home video was the laser discs. I could be wrong on that.
Makes me want to go see a 70mm film again.
Well, I'm hoping they keep doing it, you know. Or Hateful Eight was one, which I did not get to see.
Another
which that
event.
bummed me out, but
70mm projections are an event.
Yeah.
They're very fun.
yeah, without a doubt.
Oppenheimer for number 2 to close us out. Good job, Ian. We got to get into our number ones finally, everybody. Here we go. We got fresh beers. Thank you, Juan. And now let's open it up with Juan's top pick of 2023 is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Sorry, Juan, you picked Spider-Man?
Yeah, I had to. Honestly, I feel like this wasn't the
This
best,
was
overall movies.
the only superhero movie that made my honorable mention.
Oh, really?
I thought this. It's just the animation is just.
And then
so
I think that's
amazing.
one of the big parts. Like it's not a what's it called, live action movie and stuff like that. But it's all animated. But the animation is fantastic. The story, continuing from the previous Spider-Man, was amazing. The way that they ended it, just like on a cliffhanger, pretty much. You know, setting up the next one.
Because you're like part 1, right?
Yeah. So, and then especially the way that they ended it, you're like, oh, you know, this still going to continue and all that stuff. But then all of a sudden it just cuts to the credits.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, shit, they actually ended it here. And now you have to actually wait and set up to see how everything finishes up and all that. And then just like having the multiple Spider-Mans that we've had in the history,
That
you
was
know,
cool,
comics,
yeah,
games, movies, shows, and all that, cartoons everywhere. Legos, yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot the Lego one.
Yeah, Lego being the top. What do you say? It was the top Spider-Man.
Yeah,
was in the.
He was the best one.
Yeah, he was like
He's
the
the best
number
guy.
one. Yeah, but yeah, just like the overall movie. I love this movie.
Yeah, it was good.
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was enjoyable. I think this is probably a controversial statement, but I think these are the best Spider-Man movies they've made.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
I
not
do.
okay. That's not crazy to say.
No.
People love those Tobey Maguire movies.
Well, and then like there's more you can accomplish with the animation as well.
That's true because
like
they have more
stunt-wise and stuff.
freedom. Yeah, they have more freedom to do. This
I'm not
crazy
even really
stuff,
that big of a
but-
Spider-Man fan. Like I like it as much as the next person, but these movies just really like the 2090. Was it 2099?
Mhm.
Yeah,
He was really cool. Is because I've never read a 2099 comic, but
Yeah.
I thought he was neat.
Anybody play the game?
No,
2099.
I
I
didn't
didn't. No,
play
actually,
it.
I've played because there's 2 now, right?
The new one came out, Spider-Man 2.
I played the
Oh.
first one, and
First
that was really awesome.
The second one was really good.
Okay, nice.
Did that get game? No. Did that win any awards this year, or was it all Baldur's Gate?
it was all Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spider-Man didn't even win a single one.
Dang.
When I think of
They
that
won
game,
like Game of the Year under the PlayStation Awards, but
They
in
gave
the
themselves an
Game
award?
Awards, yeah, they did not take anything home.
when I think of Baldur's Gate, it wasn't like in the Pandaverse, the
Oh,
other
yeah.
Cartman downloads Baldur's Gate or something. Right? Was that the game that she downloaded? The female Cartman? Have you seen that yet?
I just watched
Christian.
that the other day.
Okay, Christian. Have you remember Pandaverse? Is that what female Cartman downloads?
Yeah, he's just wanting Baldur's Gate.
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Female
that's-
Cartman.
yeah, yeah,
Oh no, what am I missing?
Oh,
There's a whole
you gotta
female
watch it.
world.
It's
Yeah.
fucking
What's
hilarious.
the last?
It's so funny.
Not the last episode, but the one before it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
The South Park.
Yeah, we
This
had
is-
the last one on. We were just cracking up because we weren't really paying attention. We just kept seeing his penis and just laughing.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Have you seen the newest one?
It's so funny.
It was
No.
from what we saw, it was pretty damn
It
funny.
was really funny. Yeah.
South Park's usually pretty reliable.
Yeah, I put it on at Christmas.
Yeah, we had it on at Christmas too.
We're opening presents
Watching
with
penises,
Randy's.
yeah.
I know, yeah, you weren't there, but yeah.
Yeah.
I do think my one complaint was we went to the theater and the audio was really
Oh, I
quiet.
forgot about that.
I could hear like
For
somebody
this?
opening a bag of chips, like it was echoing in the whole theater how loud that bag of chips was because the movie was so
Yeah,
quiet.
You could hear all the kids and their snot noses.
Yeah,
Mm.
there was
Elderly
like an
people
issue
farting and
with
all that nonsense.
I think because we went and then I remember the volume was hella low.
I
but
totally
then
forgot about
we
that.
but then I went with Jennifer again like a few weeks later and the audio was amazing. Like
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
like I don't know what was up with
Yeah.
that theater, the original one we went to.
I remember there was like a Twitter campaign where please
think-
projectionists raise the volume. Please.
Yeah, it was something
Really?
like it was
Wow.
something that it was like on the
Maybe people
actual
complain or something.
like the actual setup of the movie had the volume really low.
Yeah, I totally forgot about
it was
that.
just, like, more than one
It was
theater.
quiet. Christian, did you see this one? Because we reviewed it, right?
Yeah, I think you
Yeah,
might have went with us.
that's
Was it all
right.
4 of us?
I think so.
together?
Is this when you guys ate those red
Oh, it
burgers?
was. That's right. I forgot about that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not the Ghost Whopper.
No, it was the
No.
it was
Oh,
like
the
red
Spider-Verse
foot-
Whopper. That's right.
Yeah, that's in our it's in our fucking intro.
Yeah.
Oh man. That's funny.
Yeah, this one definitely would have probably broken my top 3 if it wasn't for that sound debacle.
No, like I
Okay.
said,
It was still
this,
But
really
that's the
good.
thing.
It
Is,
was
like I went to
still
go
really
see
good.
it again, and it was like the sound quality was way better, and it made the whole movie just.
I
That's
still,
what-
regardless of the sound, I still had a good time.
Yeah, I want to say like overall still.
But I'm sure it would have been better with better sound.
yeah,
but-
yeah.
No, to me, like, because I didn't care for Guardians, I didn't care for the Flash, I didn't care for Ant-Man.
Mm.
Like they were
Oh, I
all
forgot
okay.
about
They're all
Ant-Man.
okay.
I
They're all
forgot about
not.
Ant-Man.
They're all not. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. They're all like not bad, but it's just to me, it's just like I don't know. I was just getting so tiresome. It felt like it's like a chore going to these movies.
Right, right.
But this one was the only one I feel like that was actually like I got something out of it, and it was just again the animation.
The new
Just-
characters too were pretty
yeah.
fun. I think the India universe.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
No,
cool.
it
I
was
forgot.
really
That
fun.
was pretty neat.
Spider-Pun.
Yeah.
And it was cool too.
Spider-Pun.
Like every like Spider-Man had like its own like little color to it. Like
That's- yeah.
they
Color
all had like
palette.
their own animation style.
yeah.
yeah.
Dude,
I like
that's
that. That
nuts.
kind of like. You guys ever watch the Animatrix?
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
my
I
favorite
think you recommended
Matrix
it.
thing.
Yeah,
Mm.
they kind of like break it up to where each different animation style
Yeah.
for each story. I always thought that was cool.
Yeah, same. No, I really like that a lot. I remember as a kid that some of that stuff blew my mind.
No.
Yeah, great pick, Juan, for number 1 of 2003. 2023,
choice.
actually.
All right, hold on. Are you playing my next?
Yeah.
All right, I want to do my honorable mentions before we do my number 1.
Oh, okay. I'll do that
sure.
too.
Oh, we-
yeah.
oh,
You wanna-
okay,
No,
let's-
no,
you
Juan, you
wanna
want to
go?
go?
Juan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
do
give us
that.
your honorable
So
mention.
then,
That's a good idea.
I have
Yeah,
to excuse
nice.
myself.
Hmm.
so I had a few honorable mentions. So Scream 6, honestly, I really liked Scream 6. I still love.
That came out this year?
Yeah,
That was
That was like
another,
early. That was like
That was
what,
like
like
early,
February
yeah.
probably.
that was another great horror
Yeah.
film. Yeah.
which I don't, I still love those Scream movies.
So what's your? I'm sorry, this is probably going to derail, but what's your take on Scream 7?
Everybody like,
Everybody's gone,
Everybody's
right?
gone,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
It was a good run while it
it was-
lasted.
yeah, I was gonna say it's sad to see, but
To me, I'm
Um,
glad because it's pessimistic as fuck, but like I'm kind of glad. It's just I'd rather see Jen Ortega and those people and other shit.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. Scream. Just leave Scream alone. We have enough Scream movies.
then the Blackening.
You know what? Lukewarm on that one. Lukewarm
That's
on
why I
that
made my
one,
honorable
but
mention. That wasn't gonna make my top 3, but it was
honorable mention.
Did you guys see that
mention.
together?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, I think we went like the day after
Yeah.
or something like that. Yeah.
It was okay. It was fine.
Talk to Me made it on there. Honestly, that one was almost made my top 3.
Yeah,
I
it was
like,
close for me
yeah.
too.
Let's go.
Thanksgiving almost made my top 3. That was a really, really fun movie. Honestly,
Yeah.
a fun
Yeah,
slasher.
that was one of the funnest times I think I had at the
Mm.
theater this year.
Like I said, great year for horror. I
Yeah.
thought it was some fun stuff.
I just
We do have Maxine coming up next year.
Mm.
Yeah, very much so. I don't know if it was good. I don't know about great. I don't know. You know
I-
me. I'm a harsh guy.
I did have to include Barbie as my honorable mention.
Ooh,
so, like,
okay.
You know,
Barbie honorable mention.
I had a fun time at Godzilla.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. I like that
But
one.
then the Turtles movie, the Teenage Mutant
Oh, I
Ninja
forgot that one
Turtles.
came out.
I
Seth
didn't even
Rogen's
watch
Ninja
that.
Turtles.
Yeah,
that
that
was
was a
I heard
really
that was
fun one.
good.
That one made my honorable mention. And
really
then,
good animation on that one too.
And another one I had fun on, Cocaine Bear.
was
Oh, that
this
was
year?
this year. That's right.
I think I threw that on my honorable mention as well.
How long was this year? Oh my god.
Ray Liotta.
I know. I
Yeah.
forgot about Cocaine Bear. And I saw. I was like, oh yeah, it came out this year.
Yeah.
I forgot about Turtles too. I was like, damn, I forgot me and CJ went to see that one. I was like,
Cocaine Bear was supposed to be Ray Liotta's final film, but I saw a
he's in
trailer
like
recently.
he's like five other movies.
What's going
now,
on here,
yeah.
guys? trying to sell us on Cocaine Bear.
Yeah,
Get out of here. I was already gonna
exactly.
come because of the title.
Right.
You don't gotta tell me. You don't gotta lie to me.
Yeah.
It's Ray Liotta's laugh.
Yeah.
Those are all
Yeah, those are my top ones.
good picks. Good picks.
All right, so here.
Before we start, Chris's number one. He's got honorable mentions.
My honorable mentions, Blue Beetle. I just watched that probably a couple weeks ago, and I dug it. It was good. I liked it. Saw X was like right there, and I like forgot about it until I just seen that he posted it for his picks. I'm like, oh no. And then
it's not good.
I think also, which was a really good movie that made my honorable mention this year, was the No One Will Save You. I remember watching that.
Oh, it was entirely silent.
Yeah,
and it was alien.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that one.
Well, there's a movie on my honorable mentions that's almost kind of the same thing that I thought was a lot more enjoyable. I don't know, that one just didn't do much for me.
I don't know if it was just because I don't know. For me, I was out of town of work in a motel, bored by myself, and it was something. It just made me feel like
that can happen.
I was like watching it with buddies, like it felt like I was home again.
Yeah,
it was just,
that's why probably for me Thanksgiving was my 3 because it was just so fun seeing it with everybody. So I totally get that for sure. I could your experience watching it can affect the way you feel about it for sure.
Guardians, Ant-Man, Evil Dead Rise, I thought was
that this year?
That was this year, yeah. That was a pretty good, and that was another one. I went over to a buddy's house and we drank and watched that all night. And on top of that, I watched Suzu that night. And then I think that might be that's and then John Wick that was my number one pick. Suzu. I was fighting between this and John Wick, and I figured they're almost like a similar type of movie. And we've seen John Wick. This is the 4th one. This is a brand new take on something new.
I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, I liked Suzu a lot. And plus, I think I've watched this probably about 5 times this year so far. So
I picked it. Got the 4K got really cheap, and I picked it up.
Yeah. So I really enjoyed this movie. It's the poor guy's got nothing, and then he strikes it rich. A little glimmer of hope, and even that little last bit, dude, is they're trying to take it from him, dude, and he's like doesn't go down without a fight, and it's gritty. It's
some really good gore shots.
Yeah, the gore stuff in it is great.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed this one. So yes, this made my top one.
This is probably my favorite action movie of the year. I had a really good time with it. I remember you didn't really care for it that much.
Yeah, I had to suspend my disbelief a lot on this one.
That's what I like, but
I'm pretty sure he would have died.
That's what I liked about this fucking movie, man. It was just so to me, it was just so fucking entertaining. All the crazy shit that was going on.
He lights himself on fire.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Or when he was like cutting people's throats and using their lung full of breath to breathe underwater. I was like, that's fucking awesome.
There's a saw where this is probably totally going on. There's like a saw where somebody stabs a pen in their trachea, and that's how they.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway,
that was
I think it's 5.
That was it was the one dude, the cop guy.
Yeah. Yes.
To survive. Yeah.
Christian, did you see Suzu?
Yeah.
Did you like it? Because did we review this?
I think so. I think it's a foreign film, right?
It might be. Well, it's definitely got like Norwegian. I think the guy's Norwegian or something, or I can't remember.
Yeah.
Did you see it, one?
I haven't seen it yet.
You liked it, right, Sam?
Yeah, I liked it. It's good.
Yeah.
Victor,
I've
have
been
you
wanting
seen
to watch
this
it
one?
though.
I haven't seen it, but I think I started watching on it, but I haven't finished it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a trip.
Yeah, it was fun.
I did like the when he throws the landmine at somebody's face and it gets set off.
There's like a few people that I feel like got fucked up by landmines in that scene. That was good.
Like the general just kept throwing the next guy. You go now. Right, they're like, oh fuck, knowing they're gonna die. Yeah. The one guy tried running away and fucking so good.
Yeah, no, that's a you've redeemed yourself. I'm kidding. But no, that's a great pick. That if we had like extended it to like top 5 or something, it would have probably it might have cracked
Oh,
top 5 maybe.
okay.
Or maybe definitely top 10.
Yeah, I think that was my problem, just how unbelievable it was. I don't know if you could cut somebody's throat and steal their hair.
That's the beauty. That's
That's
the beauty of it.
Everything's been done.
Exactly,
That was original. That was a good like.
Plus, it's like World War II, 1940s. He probably should have died from gangrene at one point. Disease. No,
taking some liberties. That's fun.
Yeah. It was fun. But my top pick, everybody.
Do you have any honorable mentions?
Do I have any honorable mentions?
If you don't, that's fine.
Yeah, but it's gonna be up on the list soon, so
Okay.
I don't want to blow it. I'm trying to think if I have any others. Godzilla -1 is probably up there. That one was very close to
I think
cracking.
I forgot to mention that one.
Yeah,
that was an honorable mention for me, sure.
Another foreign film from our favorite people, the Japanese, doing a good old classic Godzilla movie. You can't beat it.
The fart scene.
Actually, something that
of course, the classic fart scene.
Something that can beat it is probably a Scorsese film. What is it? Flower Moon is my number one.
This is Scorsese. Oh, that's right.
Martin Scorsese teams back up with Leonardo DiCaprio. We got Robert De Niro.
I've been wanting to see this.
This one's good. It's another long film like Oppenheimer, like 3 hours or something.
Yeah, it's a little longer than Oppenheimer, I think. It's like a whole other half hour longer. This is like 3.5 hours.
Yeah, it's a long one. Based on a true story of the Osage people. And it takes time it takes place in an interesting time, like the 1800s, late 1800s. After like the West has been conquered, when they start fighting over oil. Actually, this might be like 1930s, huh?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, they got the automobile.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, I think in this trailer, Leo's all like, "Can you find the wolves in this picture?" He's just reading a nursery rhyme, but that's the theme of this film. Right here, he says it. Can you find the wolves in this picture? And the theme is people kind of stealing oil money from Native American people. It's an interesting topic, interesting subject in history. And De Niro, he's played mobsters before, and this isn't a straight up mobster film, but he still feels like it. He's in total power of this town, and he's making all the shots, calling for assassinations, and just trying to marry as many of his men to Native American women to get their oil money. Great film. We even have a special guest from The Whale, Brendan Fraser.
Oh, he's in it.
For a little bit.
What was that kid's Shark Boy and Lava Girl? That little clip. That was so fucking funny. You know what I'm talking about, right?
No.
Remember the he's all like, "Mr. Electric, send him to the principal's office and have him expelled." And they're like, "This is Brendan Fraser and the killer or something." Anyway.
Well, this is the stuff that I studied in college, so I think that's why this is my top pick.
No, this was a very, very good movie.
Yeah.
This would have because this came out in October, Thanksgiving obviously came out in November. My number one came out this month. If it wasn't for Thanksgiving and my number one, this would have probably made my top 3.
Yeah. Probably my favorite depiction of death. I've been noticing that a lot this year is we have a lot of great depictions of death. I'm trying to think of one that we saw recently, but this one was very beautiful. I think there was very little sound, but it was just very colorful, wardrobed people just accepting one of the elders into the afterlife and then just walking away. Oh, yeah. Done very cleanly, done very respectfully. Yeah. It was great. Mm-hmm. You have a lot of like spiritual stuff happening with owls in this film because natives believe owls are like, for lack of a better word, like suspect or dangerous.
Yeah, aren't they a sign of looming death?
Yeah.
That's I remember that in the movie.
Yeah. I think it's done very well. One thing though that was kind of odd is I read like a little Twitter blurb. Martin Scorsese had to rewrite the whole film because it didn't focus enough on Native Americans. It focused too much on the white folk. And then I go in the theater and I'm like, this was the change? What are you talking about?
Well,
this
focuses people complaining that it focused too much on the white people?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it did. It ended up focusing way too much on them. But we did get snippets of them. I would have liked more of our main girl
Well, I think
there.
it's because like the Leonardo DiCaprio and Robert De Niro, they're the main attraction.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, definitely.
Not to disparage. Well, I forget her name.
Oh man.
Lily White Moon or something.
Yeah,
like that.
something.
She did a really good job. But
Yeah.
it's you got to get the stars in the movie, and they they're quite the stars.
Mhm.
And Leo, he's playing kind of a different character than what we're used to. Kind of like a dumber guy.
Mhm.
And he has like that underbite the whole
Yeah.
movie that I
Yeah.
love. Just playing a real goofy character. And yeah, De Niro just blew it out of the water.
Mhm.
He's up for one of my favorite top male actors this year. I think he's on the list. He did really good. Yeah, another Scorsese joint, dude. He's like 80 now.
Yeah,
I think Scorsese.
He's up
Wow.
there. Yeah.
He's still a master at what he does.
Kind of an old guy.
The next one was going to be my honorable mention. This was very, very close to breaking it. But Sam's number one film.
Should I talk about honorable mentions first?
Yeah, go for it.
The worst movie I've seen in 2023
Hey, we're not trying to be negative here.
was
Okay, go
The
for it.
Exorcist. That one was so bad.
What was it called? The Exorcist?
Believer.
Believer.
What about that one
It was
movie?
so bad. It was funny.
And then the next one's gonna be Deceiver, Airbud, Golden Retriever.
Golden Retriever.
Fucking stupid.
Didn't you guys hate that one doll movie? Did that come out this year?
Megan?
Megan, yeah.
I think that was like the first. I think that was like the first movie that came out like way back in January.
Yeah, this one
I
was
haven't
worse
seen it.
though.
Yeah. The Exorcist was worse.
Yeah.
And then we a couple nights ago watched Saltburn. It was very
Yeah,
interesting.
Raina and the other Sam, I think we're talking about that too last night.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
that was good.
Raina was the one that told us to watch
That's
it.
right. Yeah.
And it's really good. It's interesting. It's not the best thing I've ever seen, but yeah, very good. I'd say check it out. I think it was on Netflix,
Prime.
Prime.
Saltburn with Barry Kogan.
That's you were telling me there's some funny. He does some funny stuff in it, right?
A lot of nudity.
Yeah, that's funny.
Some sexual content. Don't watch with your parents.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
Or your
remember
grandparents.
we got it on the TV, and I was like, "Should I ask my mom if she wants to watch it?" And he's like, "No, do not ask her."
That's funny.
All right, I'm ready to talk about this one.
Yes, this one was almost in my top 3. This one was probably the closest out of all of them. An Emma Stone joint. Poor Things. They used to pick Poor Things.
Okay, so I mentioned costuming earlier, and there's some amazing costumes in this movie.
Wow.
Emma Stone's got some killer outfits. I think it's so interesting that most of her outfits have these big poofy shoulders.
Oh yeah.
And it's to make her look smaller and slimmer and just like petite. But anyway, so she's, I guess.
Should you spoil it?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and spoil it if you guys don't mind.
I don't care.
So
I haven't seen it, so.
Emma Stone, her story is that she, in that blue dress, she's married to some man and she's pregnant, so she kills herself. And then William Dafoe finds her and takes the baby's brain and puts it into her body. So it's a mismatch of she has this immature brain but an adult body, and she's learning how to function and speak and move and everything. But it's so weird and goofy and that at some point stupid. Like the way she speaks in the beginning, the way she walks, it's like, oh God, what is this? And then she kind of figures out her power and her intelligence, and she runs off with what's his name?
Oh no, I'm blanking. He plays the Hulk.
Mark
Ruffalo, yeah. So some man wants to marry her. She's like, hold on, I'll marry you, but when I get back, I'm gonna go run around with this guy and have a bunch of sex with him. And so they're like traveling, doing all this stuff. She ends up like figuring out she can sell her body for money. So there's a lot of Emma Stone nudity in this, but it's not distasteful. It's like her just being like, yeah, I own it. This is how I make money and I like it. So fuck off. And Mark loses his mind because he tries to play her in the beginning, and he's like, oh, you're gonna love me, but I'm gonna leave you because I got a bunch of ladies after me. And so she takes that too, and she's like, okay, I'll go sell my body. And he flips the fuck out. Like he's like, no, I love you. And it's just a great movie. And William Dafoe is a surgeon, so he does a bunch of experiments on her and other people, and It's just great.
Yeah, that looked crazy. His face.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Dude, the
yeah,
makeup
very
on him.
much so.
Yeah, his story is that his dad was a surgeon and would experiment on him, so he thought it was just
Wow.
normal and was like
Wait.
experimenting on other people. It's really good.
Yeah, visually it's great. And they said they used very little like CGI. I was looking at their sets. Their sets were actually like rainbow skylines and really awkward boats, and it's pretty awesome how they did it. Also, another takeaway was the camera lenses. We had some fisheye lenses, a lot of use of
Mhm.
that, a lot of
Black
visually
and
interesting
white.
lenses,
Cool.
coloring, black and
Nice.
white. Sam said,
That's neat.
yeah, and I've been saying already, people who I'm thinking of for best actors, but Mark Ruffalo transformed in this one.
Mhm.
He even, in some of his interviews, he's like, I had panic attacks. I didn't think I could do this role. This is something
Really?
so out of my realm. And he knocked it the fuck out, dude.
Yeah.
I never liked him in anything I've seen, like the
He's
Hulk
good.
roles and all that. I was like, he never fit to me as the Hulk or anything
Right,
like
I can
that.
kind of agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind him, but yeah, as the Hulk, yeah,
Yeah.
they probably. I mean, I don't know. Like, I kind of almost feel the same way about Edward Norton. I feel like I don't mind that movie, but it was just kind of awkward.
Yeah,
seeing
he
him as the
didn't.
Hulk.
He didn't seem
Yeah,
like
he just doesn't
Bruce
seem like.
Banner either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he's such a tramp in this one. He's
a
gambling.
tramp.
Yeah, he's gambling a bunch. He's
Filthy tramp.
using her for sex and stuff. There's a lot of sex scenes between these two in this one.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, like the way he like convinces her to run off with him.
he has all the power at first, but in the end, he loses it all.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What
And
is
he's down on a balcony. Bella,
Pulling his hair
please,
out.
Bella, come
Take
back
me
to
back.
me. So great. He's one of my top. Him and De Niro, I think.
The way he runs off with her in the beginning, though, is like he finds her in a closet, and then there's like some comment about like, is this real life or whatever, and he's like, oh, I'll pinch you, and he pinches her down there, and she's like, all right, let's fucking go. Like, it was so weird.
Let's take
And
off.
yeah, it's such a good movie.
I love Emma Stone too. Like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
her,
one of the
like
best.
you ever watch Birdman? I liked her
Yeah,
in
she's
that.
good in that.
She was good. In
La
that.
La
That's a,
Land.
that's a good movie.
Yeah.
She won an award for La La Land.
Oh, that's right.
Easy A.
Yeah, I remember that movie.
What's the one with McLovin in it? Superbad?
Super
Oh
bad.
yeah, that's
Superbad,
right.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
she's
right.
in that too. Excuse me.
The characters
The
they meet on
Zombieland
the
movie?
cruise ship.
Zombieland,
is-
yeah.
Zombieland.
Yeah.
What's that?
The characters they meet on the cruise ship is really good too.
Mm.
She talks to an old lady, and you would expect the old lady to be prudish and not want to talk about those things. And Emma's like very immature, so she's just asking her all kinds of, or Bella, she's asking her all kinds of stuff. Like, I don't know, it's so good. It's so good. Watch it.
I like to compare this one to Saltburn because they're both heavily sexualized. Saltburn felt like it was just doing the sexuality to surprise you, but even though there's more important things, it was done a little bit more tasteful.
Yeah, that's the thing, is like it's very sexual,
Yeah.
but I don't think it's good. Like,
Yeah, it doesn't detract from it.
It's not just for the sex appeal.
Yeah, very, very good pick. I recommend that one highly. Poor Things, everybody, check that one out. But before I think we do Christian's top pick, do you have any honorable mentions?
Yeah, for me it was Godzilla -1, Thanksgiving, and I think that's it. Those are just my two honorable mentions.
Good picks.
Yeah.
Very good.
Can you guys hear the dog?
Yeah, a little
A
bit.
little bit. It's fine.
Yeah, those are awesome movies. They just didn't make it to my top 3, but highly recommend those, of course. But yeah.
And for your
Yeah, were you guys when the bomb finally goes off for the first time, did the silence get you at all, or were you like
Crazy in the theater?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That would
Yeah,
have been time for the fart.
Yeah.
I don't know if Kristen could hear that.
That would have been good.
Yeah, I remember flying back in my seat when the bomb finally went off at the IMAX. Oh, my eyebrows almost came off.
Yeah.
Just a big white light.
No, that was the fart.
Yes.
That was the part.
Exactly. Why not the farts?
Yeah, another
It's
great pick.
Paul Rubens and Mystery Men.
Yeah. Good pick, Christian.
That would have been my number one. It's just there was one that I don't know. We'll get to it, but that's an excellent pick.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The next number one is Victor's The Killer. Oh yeah, Victor, do you have any honorable mentions before we do your number one, which I just spoiled?
Good thing we watched that last night.
No, I don't have any one, so no.
For sure. But you did pick The Killer as your number one.
Yeah, I think this great movie when I saw it. It reminded me of Hitman, the AD-47. He's like a more active hitman, just living a pretty crisis life. Like he has like a stressful life. He disguises like hitman does, and he does different jobs to. He just does killing and just being a hitman assassin. He's just doing things that like a hitman would do. Just it's very stressful, a very active, full life. Even breaks into homes sometimes to kill people. I think this movie just caught my eye because I've been playing all the Hitman games and
I was
it's
just
caught my
gonna ask,
eye.
play those?
Yeah, I think it's a great movie.
We actually watched that one last night together. The Killer with Michael Fassbender. It was pretty good. There were some good kills in it. I actually read an article saying that it's based off of a comic book, like a French comic book.
I read that too.
Oh,
Yeah.
very cool.
Which apparently he's supposed to be a very bland character in the comic books, and he just talks to himself all the time.
Certainly was in the movie.
Yeah, that's what we got from the movie. Who is this directed by again?
David Fincher.
David Fincher, who's done
Seven and Fight Club and The Game and Panic Room and Zodiac. He's a great director.
I always try when Hitman the game came out. I was like, man, this is gonna be the best game. That fucking game was so hard to play.
I never played them.
I think the first one I played the demo and then I finally played the game and I could not fucking beat missions.
When did those come out? What were those on?
PS1, really? I think is the first one.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the first one.
Okay, wow. Yeah,
they're hard, dude.
Yeah, okay.
I had one for like the OG Xbox. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I could never go past the first mission.
Yeah.
I remember them being pretty popular back then.
But yeah, you're right, Victor. This is very like the game. Like from what, because I always thought those games were fucking badass. I just could not play. I sucked at them. And this is really in line. And you know, I've never seen the Hitman movie either.
Oh, that's right.
I forgot they made a movie.
Yeah, they made a movie. Yeah. But yeah, I think his portrayal in this movie was pretty good. He's very stone cold, like professional. I'm here to do a job. He keeps reminding himself, like throughout the movie, that like, do what you have to do. No, what's he keep saying?
Have no mercy or something like that.
No, he's like, don't do anything else. Do what you came to do, type thing.
Yeah, something like that.
He had like his mantra he kept saying.
Yeah.
Which I had an issue with because one of them was don't do anything unless you're paid for it.
Yeah.
Or only stick to the job you're paid for. And he's going and killing people.
Yeah, it seemed like he kept going against his mantra the whole time.
Yeah.
Right off the bat, he fucks up and kills them all.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Some of that.
Yeah.
He's been doing it a long time. This is his. This is the end of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good pick though. I like Michael Fassbender in it. It was a little slow for me though.
Well, I think it might have been Christian. Someone said it was boring, and I kind of agree with it. It was well made. I thought his character was just very uninteresting. And yeah, I'm sorry to disparage your number one pick, sir. I mean, David Fincher's a terrific filmmaker, and I was looking forward to watching it, but it just, I don't know. I walked away wanting a little more, but Yeah, it's the same way I feel like about a lot of movies. Like it wasn't bad. Like technically it was very well made. It just kind of, I just walked away feeling a little indifferent. That's just me.
Yeah, it was shot well. Good kills.
Yeah.
I like seeing Tilda Swinton in there. I like Tilda Swinton. I know Ian.
No, I
Yeah.
think she's a good actress. she's a just interesting looking woman.
Oh, okay.
What are you saying, Christian?
You love Tilda Swinton?
She's a fine
Yes.
actress. I have nothing against.
She's fine.
He said
Fine.
Taylor Swift, not
Taylor
Tilda
Swift?
Swinton.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
like her either.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Taylor Swifton.
Taylor Swift. There we go.
Good pick, Victor.
Yeah, I think it's a great movie. Yeah, it's a great movie.
Check out The Killer, everybody. I think that one's on
It was on Netflix, right?
Netflix. Yeah. And now for the final top film, Ian.
I'll do my honorable mentions.
Oh, yeah.
We got to get his honorable mentions that I keep forgetting
um,
about.
I'll do my best to make this as quick as I can.
Okay, take your time.
So this
Oh my goodness.
Was that a
There goes
bomb
my-
going off?
Yeah, there goes my car.
Shit.
Sorry.
yeah,
Gas
The
leak.
dog's
Yeah.
fine.
exactly. Yeah.
He made a fart noise.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ.
And now time for Ian's honorable mentions.
Yeah, the bomb-
Boom!
the bomb is dropped.
Oppenheimer going on outside. Oh my
Exactly.
god.
Precisely. You're dropping bombs like Hiroshima. Oh boy. The first movie I think we saw this year was Infinity Pool.
Oh,
And
right.
I liked it. It wasn't great, but it's Mia Goth. I'm a very big fan of her. I was actually reading recently. Some people were complaining about it. I think she's too one note,
Ooh,
but
might have an argument there.
I don't know. I like that note. I like
Right. Well, yeah, she does it well.
So, yeah.
She does it well.
But I thought that was it. Wasn't great, but I'm glad we saw it. It was
Fun
Very-
subject matter to,
yeah
to think about.
different,
Different.
very different. She was pretty fun in it. I watched this movie called Sick. Has
Hmm.
anyone ever heard of Sick?
No.
It's on Peacock, and it's a slasher movie too, and it takes place right when the pandemic, like April of 2020, and they go to this cabin to quarantine, and it was cool. It wasn't great. Thanksgiving I thought might have been a little better, but overall, and it's short too.
That
I think
sounds
it's
fun.
like under an hour 20 without the credits, but yeah, Sick. That was a fun one. Missing. It's the kind of spiritual sequel to Searching
What?
with John Cho.
I have never
Oh, it
heard
was
of any of
good.
these.
It's like basically these movies are like all interface, like computers, smartphones. That's how the narrative is told, and like with like FaceTime and Zoom.
Whoa.
And, yeah.
That's fun.
No, that was a neat little movie. Knock at the Cabin. You saw that, right?
That one.
I-
I totally forgot that came out. this
Yeah,
year.
I got around to watching that. And it wasn't bad.
I'll add that to my honorable mentions as well.
Yeah, Knock at the Cabin wasn't bad.
Dave Bautista.
Yeah,
M.
he
Night
was
Shyamalan directing.
he was very good.
Isn't Rupert Grint in that?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, that's
This might be a little bit of a spoiler. I wish he was in it more.
Right. Yeah.
But he was good too.
hmm
Yeah. No, because when it came out, I was like, fuck it, I might Shyamalan. But I heard you guys said you liked it, and other people I watched on YouTube said they thought it was good. So I watched it. And I thought it was pretty decent.
that one's up on the M Night list for me.
Yeah, it was
It was up
pretty.
there.
It was pretty good. It was a good watch. It wasn't perfect, but it was overall pretty good. Cocaine Bear, Dungeons and Dragons, Renfield. I remember liking Renfield.
Mhm.
Not bad. Not
That
bad.
was a fun one. The Pope's Exorcist. Did you see the Pope's
Oh, yeah,
I
Exorcist?
forget that
I
one.
completely forgot that movie came
Yeah.
out this year too.
Yeah.
It was a good movie. Though.
Russell Crowe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
It was interesting.
It was fine.
interesting.
It was
Yeah.
fine. I'm sure it's better than the Exorcist movie.
Probably.
Yeah, it was fine. It was a neat little horror movie. Sizu, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, The Boogeyman. I know you saw that one.
Mm.
That one, same thing. Like,
Yeah.
it's a fine little horror
So,
movie.
All right.
Asteroid City.
Yeah.
I wanted to see that.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Enjoyed that. I didn't get to watch Extraction 2. You ever seen the Extraction movies?
With
It's, Chris Hemsworth, I think.
I didn't see it.
I didn't either, but because I didn't have time to, because the first one came out. I haven't seen either, but I hear they're good.
So it's on your honorable mentions.
It's
You didn't even watch it.
What I wanted to watch, I just didn't have time to. Same with this one. They clone Tyrone. I actually wish we would have watched that last night instead of The Killer. I think John Boyega is the star of that. My roommate Steven was watching it and it looked pretty good.
It kind of reminded me of that other film that came out a couple of years ago. Sorry for bothering you. Sorry to bother you.
You.
Okay, I haven't seen that.
That's a good one too.
Okay.
That's good.
Nice. The Last Voyage of the Demeanor. It was all right.
Hey, he mentioned it.
Yeah,
I forgot that one.
It was fine.
It was fine.
Yeah, it was fine. I seen it with your dad. It was fine.
That was another suspension of disbelief that I could not suspend.
Sure.
I was like, guys, come on, let's just band together because there's clearly something wrong on the boat. Quit just getting picked up.
Yeah, sure. A Haunting in Venice. I remember liking that one.
one.
Yeah, I remember liking that one.
I forgot about the movie too.
Killers of the Flower Moon.
Mm-hmm.
This one was gonna be my third, but I didn't put it in because it would have all been period pieces. I didn't want that. The Holdovers. I think I was telling you about it last night.
Oh yeah.
The Paul Giamatti movie. That movie is really, really good.
I've seen the
Really
trailer
good.
for those.
Yeah, it's arguably a better movie than Thanksgiving. I just, it's my list. I can do whatever the fuck I want. So Thanksgiving got it. But no, The Holdovers was great. The one that my brother was showing me, this is another one I didn't watch, was Dream Scenario with Nicolas Cage.
I know, I meant to watch that.
Yeah, that looked kind of interesting.
Is that what that one dude, the Mandalorian guy?
I don't know.
It's a Nicolas Cage movie.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage and the.
Oh no, that's the one where they go and party on the island, and he's a big fan of Nicolas Cage.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, that one was fun.
Did that come
Yeah.
out this year?
No, that came out I think last year.
Oh, okay.
That was what was that? The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Yeah.
That was a fun. That was fun.
Pedro Pascal.
Yes, yeah.
I meant to see Dream Scenario.
I haven't
and
seen it.
Beau's Afraid.
Yeah, I didn't. Bo was afraid.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it, and just it seems a little. That one's long. That one's like 3.5 hours long too.
They seem to have the same vibes.
Yeah, maybe. Silent Night and
John Woo.
I know Ferrari just came out. That looks kind of interesting. So,
Well, you didn't watch it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Is that the one with Adam Driver?
I would watch it. Yeah.
What about the movie I got you last night on DVD?
You got what?
The DVD I got you last night.
One. You got me a few.
The Space Jam DVD?
Only
The one that wasn't a Blu-ray.
Well, yeah, but I forget what was that?
The dog movie.
Is it a dog movie? What is it? What's it called?
Dog's Tale or some shit.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Not Will Ferrell's Stray.
No.
Have you watched it?
Yeah, he
That
didn't
came
get that from me.
Is that everybody's got their picks in?
I think.
He's still gonna go. He's still gonna do number one.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, I had one more honorable mention because you just mentioned Adam Driver. I totally forgot about 65. I don't know if you got anybody watched that. I like it.
That one's actually towards my. It was between Exorcist and that one for my worst.
Really?
film of the year, yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Maybe
I thought it was pretty good.
maybe biggest disappointment. Maybe I shouldn't go as far as worst.
Yeah, it seemed like an interesting concept, but yeah,
It looks so fun.
I heard nothing but just mediocre stuff about it. So I didn't
dig it.
bother.
Yeah, it was a super fun idea, and then we just end up staring at a cave the whole time. They're just chilling out with like a cave background behind them for half of the movie. And I'm like, oh damn it! I guess that's what you'd probably do in real life.
I guess so.
Go hide in the cave from the T-Rex.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's still cool. And I also learned afterwards they were trying to mimic like the early 1900s films, with having them like dance in front of the backgrounds. I don't know if you can imagine a 1930s, but kind of more of a modern take on that.
That's interesting.
Kind of helped my opinion a little bit, but still,
that is funny.
Standing in front of the gray cave is tough. Ian's top pick though,
Yeah.
number 1 of 2023.
Yeah, this just came out like a week ago, just about, and yeah, it's about it's I guess you call it a biopic in a way, kind of of the Von Erich family. They're a very prominent wrestling stable, what are you going to call it, in the predominantly 1980s, and it's got a very good cast: Zac Efron and Jeremy Allen White and Teddy Whiteys, and who else? The guy. It's funny, Chris. That guy. That's their dad. That's the guy with the rape goggles in Alien 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but yeah, it was just very well acted. It's some people are complaining that it's like, oh well, the timeline's all wonky and this and that. It's like, yeah, but it's a movie, and I find it's a lot of wrestling fans. It's like, yeah, it wasn't the way it really happened. It's like, yeah, but I mean, you're wrestling fans. You should be used to things not being real. Like that's not. You shouldn't be complaining about that.
Shots fired.
Well, it's just the truth. I mean, I like wrestling.
I think Ridley Scott was doing that for his Napoleon film this year. He's like,
Yeah.
fuck the history. This is what looks sick as fuck on film, dog.
Yeah.
Dig
I mean,
this.
they're trying to make it more interesting.
Like at the
Like,
same,
yeah.
like you want to see what really happened. I'd say just find a documentary. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was just great performances. Really super fucking sad.
I didn't look anything up on the history of these guys.
okay.
I don't even know anything about them until I watched this. Ooh, what a crazy story.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. No, it was a very, very nice experience. As sad as it is, it was just a very well made movie.
Great cinematography.
Yeah.
Zac Efron's body in this is insane.
Yeah, he's a
Look
pretty
at those shoulders.
Yeah.
Jesus.
damn near cartoon character, as I'm sure I've said before already. But yeah, have you seen it, Juan?
No, I'm watching.
Yeah, I would recommend it.
Especially, I heard that it did so good. Like a lot of people really liked it. It did so good in the box office. And I was just reading too that I guess because it did so good that Chavo Guerrero actually got approached to do a Guerrero family.
Oh, that'll be cool. Nice. Yeah, because I think he was like their what do you call that? Like I think he trained the actors.
I think so.
Yeah.
But yeah, he got approached to do one for
that's
the
cool.
Guerrero family.
I'd see that one. Yeah, because that's sad shit too.
Yeah, this one was all about family.
Yeah, it was about
family. It was about family.
It's about family.
And it was a real tearjerker towards the end too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I brought up the depiction of death this year in different films. This one has another really fun one.
It certainly does. Yeah.
Not as quiet as Trey Quill as Killers of the Flower Moon. That one was like completely no dialogue. This one, it was the brothers meeting on the end of a dock in the sunset.
Yeah.
And they're all talking and saying, "Hey, how you doing? How you doing?"
Kind of my brother.
Very nice.
I mean, yeah. I get like in a way I was kind of like I remember my brother's kind of like I don't know if this is a spoiler. They had a brother that died when he was like 10 or something, and my Adam was like, it's kind of awkward that he's still 10.
Yeah.
But,
was he?
Yeah. Like even in the afterlife, he's stuck as a 10-year-old.
All the grown-up ones are hugging each other, and then they're like, "Hey, what are you doing, buddy?"
Yeah. Regardless, it was just a great movie. Very great movie. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm putting it in number one right now because it's just so fresh in my mind.
That's what I was worried about was recency bias on my part.
I don't know. I stand by it.
It was very good.
Yeah.
Rewatching the trailer, and it's fun to revisit the history as well. They add like the title cards to the old HBO showings.
Yeah.
Well, I guess not HBO, but like the old
Whatever,
WWE
the channels. Yeah, that was really cool.
And it would have like the 80s animation of tonight's matchup. Yeah, Ric Flair.
Oh, that was super cool.
Having them do their what is it called when you stand in front of the camera and you kind of do your
promos,
like and talking to talking to your enemy.
Yeah,
cream of the crop.
Rises to the top.
Oh yeah.
Giving out a couple of those Ric Flair. Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty fun era of wrestling.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Yeah.
And they even talk about the Von Erichs family. They owned like the Texas
something like because it's all like it was like territories back then. So like Tennessee, I think had their own territory. Florida probably had their own territory. The Carolinas, I think, had their own territory. Stuff like that. Yeah, it was very different back then, and I think WWF and WCW kind of bought them all out.
They started buying everything out, and WWE ended up buying WCW.
And I guess maybe like ECW was one that I guess kind of like was there too.
Yeah,
but
along they got WWF bought out.
That's true.
They got bought
out.
All
got bought out by WWF until
I think the only thing that was really like sticking around was we count Impact.
Oh, that's right, and TNA.
Impact. Yeah. But other than that, everything got bought out by WWE.
Yep.
Either got bought out or got like run out of business for them. They didn't want to get bought out.
Yep.
A different era.
Oh yeah.
Steroids for those big gigantic bodies.
A lot of steroids, that's for sure.
And the claw. He has been giving those out for free.
Yeah. Whether you want it or not, you're getting it.
That's a really good pick. Another A24 joint.
That's right. Yeah.
They're
my brother pointed that out, that he thought it was kind of neat that like A24 is kind of seen as like, the more artsy, sophisticated side of cinema and the fact that they chose wrestling because some, you know, a lot of people like wrestling. They think wrestling is just, you know, silly and just not, you know, worth probably to make something subject matter wise. But yeah, they made it, and they made it. That was the thing too. I thought it was really cool. Like they got right out the get go about the whole wrestling being fake, and I liked Zac Efron's character's explanation of that or whatever he said. It was sort of like, because, you know, he's like, it's like, you know, when you're out there, you're performing, and like getting a win is like a job promotion. I think that's how he said it. I thought that was kind of neat.
Yeah.
Never heard it put that way before.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
If you guys are into wrestling or into movies about family,
that's what my brother said too. He's like, I don't really give a fuck about wrestling, but that was like really, really just invigorating.
Yeah. We recommend The Iron Claw. And that's our top 3 of 2023, everybody.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a year.
What a year.
What a
Yeah.
year.
And we got a lot to look forward to next year. Do we have any predictions? What's going to happen next year? I think Maxine would be awesome.
Yeah, that's the one. As of right, that and Dune, I think the only ones I'm looking forward to right now.
Oh, Dune 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Christian?
I don't think there's, aside from Dune and some other things, I don't think there's gonna be a lot. I think there's gonna be a lot more TV.
Yeah.
More shows.
Yeah.
The writer strike.
Yeah, I think that's gonna
mess it up.
People are talking. I guess the only Marvel movie scheduled next year is Deadpool 3, but people there's rumors going around that that's not going well right now. I think Christian, were you and I talking about that the other night? I was talking to somebody about it.
When I came over one night, we were talking about it. I was saying how like they're trying to make it like really practical or something like that.
I've heard him and the head of Disney have been going at it, and I guess they haven't been getting along. I don't know if that's true.
Whoops.
But
I know that was one of the big movies that got hit with the writer's strike too.
That's
right.
Yeah, that's
like
right. They had to
when it
stop.
started.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Aren't you excited for Boys on a Boat?
Oh, Boys on a Boat. That one, did that come out? I think that might already
came
be
out. Yeah,
Oh,
I
really?
think it did.
It might have had like a week
Boys-
stay in the
Boys on the
theaters.
boat.
Another
Did
George Clooney.
Did they leave the boat already?
And then isn't there the other one, Biker Boys? Or
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
got pushed to next year.
Yeah, I wonder why that got pushed back. Did they say why?
Writer strike stuff, maybe
I think that
Oh,
one looks silly, but I'm kind of excited for that one.
with Tom Hardy. I think.
that's right.
Mm.
Tom Hardy, yeah.
Looks
Yeah,
good.
there's Furiosa. That looks interesting.
Which one?
Furiosa.
Oh, the Mad Max. Yeah,
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
I like her. Anya Taylor-Joy.
Mhm.
That one could be fun.
That space station movie looks like it's gonna be good.
Oh,
ISS?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
I think that's coming out next month, January. There's that one and the Night Swim.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
that comes out like what, like this Friday? I want to say.
Yeah.
That one's already. Yeah,
I'm gonna go check that one out.
You
I'm
are?
sick of the trailer for that one.
it's
I'm
been
so sick
yeah,
of
it's
it.
been showing everywhere. They've been marketing the hell out of that
Just
fucking thing.
Get out of the pool.
Yeah,
Guys.
yeah. It'll be special ed from Cranky. Because my mom told me to call. I peed in your pool. I'm sorry, and then that'll solve the movie. Just an apology for peeing in the pool. You're really gonna go see that?
Yeah.
All right,
I need a junky horror
Fuck
film.
it, I might go with you.
It looks so junky.
It
I
is
just,
like- well, and that I was
Give
telling
it
it's
to me.
PG-13.
Yeah.
Fuck.
fuck it, dude.
Like, yeah.
I'm going for the
If he goes,
popcorn.
I might. Sure. Yeah, we'll go for the popcorn.
Bring your milk duds.
Yes. No, not that again.
My milk duds.
My nipples look like milk duds.
Oh, I'm also looking forward to the A24 Civil War movie,
Oh.
where it's like current modern day times. There's a civil war between.
I thought
like,
you meant like the 1860s. Okay.
That'd be
No,
cool.
I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget what that's called.
yeah, Jesse Plemons is in that
Yes,
one.
Kirsten Dunst is in it. I think.
Kirsten
Yeah,
Dunst.
I think they're a
Yo.
thing in real life.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Oh, yeah. Huh.
Victor, you got any movies you're looking forward to for 2024?
Any predictions?
I don't keep track of like movies that come out next year, but I might do when the year starts now. So I'll see then. Maybe find some movies I will look forward to. Or right now, I don't have any movies that I know is coming out in this year. So right now, I can't answer that question.
I'm looking forward to the next Joker and next Batman movie.
Ooh.
Oh yeah,
I
Joker.
don't, but I don't think they're coming out next year. I
don't
think they're
think
coming
so.
out 2025.
No.
Wow. Okay.
Madam Web.
Oh,
Watch
yeah.
Madam Web? On the female Spider-Man.
I might.
Spider-Woman.
I forgot.
Even
I
though-
forgot about that.
We had Venom and Morbius that were just not fun.
Yeah, I could not get into the Venom movies at all.
Yeah, me neither.
It was-
Especially the second one. The second one
Yeah,
was trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, the second one, like, it didn't do anything. It just felt like a setup for
It was
the
lame.
next one.
It was so like
Yeah.
Carnage is a really cool character, and
Right,
And
yeah.
Woody Harrelson's a good actor.
Woody
but just-
Harrelson.
He
That's-
sucked in that movie.
Yeah, it was just not very good.
Wasn't it hella short? It was really short too, right?
Was
It
it?
was
Yeah.
like, it was
I
a
didn't
really
finish
short
it.
I
film.
barely remember.
I didn't
anything.
finish it.
I barely.
Oh,
remember.
really?
Yeah.
I was like, finally, we're getting to the fighting. Let's do
Yeah.
this
I was so
Carnage.
excited
versus
for Carnage.
Venom.
Yeah, I was excited for
Yeah.
Carnage too.
Yeah.
And then he
Well,
immediately
even
kills
when
Carnage.
they show Woody Harrelson at the end of the first one,
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
and I was like, Woody
That's right.
Harrelson
He
as
looks-
Carnage. I,
kinda
was
looks
like,
like-
I didn't like it
remember,
from then on.
He looked like Ronald McDonald or something.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know. That was such a bummer.
Yeah. I'll give Madam Web a try. It looks like Final Destination.
Morbius was
Really?
all right.
Yeah.
Huh?
Morbius was all right. It was all right.
eh.
I just saw the last remember when we went into the theater? There's nobody. There's no
It was
one there.
the
So we
first
just-
time I've seen
we
a
just-
completely empty
yeah,
theater.
Yeah, and we just decided to watch. We watched the last 5 minutes of it. I want to say,
Mm.
Mark. Yeah,
Sad.
I can't give my whole opinion on it.
That is
I
our
just
channel's
saw it.
highest rated film though. 1,000 out of.
How many openings did we record for that movie?
Oh yeah.
For that review.
Oh yeah.
As many empty seats in the theater.
Yeah. Jared Leto.
Shoot, before we leave, you want to pop the champagne?
Oh, sure.
Oh, that's right.
New Year. Before we do that, I got to go use the restroom, but I'll come back and I'll pop it if you want. Well, not pop. I'll open it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Celebrate the new year.
Champagne.
The champagne.
Which I think
get you set up over here.
for Victor, it's already the new year, right? What's it look like over there in the future?
Yeah, it's 2:36 a.m. for me, so I'm a little bit in the future. Yeah.
Oh shit!
He's like, don't do it. Don't come to 24. It's a trap.
The world's gonna explode in like, I don't know, 2 hours.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
That's crazy. It's only 5:30 over here in California.
He's in a different
And
year.
here in Sweden, it's 2 a.m.
It's crazy.
Well, there's actually one movie that I think is coming out 2024 or 2025, and it's the Alien Romulus, I think. Part of the Alien Xenomorph.
Oh,
Version.
really?
A new Alien movie?
Mm.
Yeah, I think. Wait, let me see. It is a trailer for it. Alien Romulus.
Romulus. Let me pull it up. Romulus.
It looks insane. The picture looks insane.
That looks sick.
Ah.
Let me share screen.
Where's Ian at? Wait for Ian to come back if you're gonna play
Okay.
a trailer for it. Is there a trailer?
Yeah, but there won't be any audio, I don't think. Romulus trailer. Oh, it's a teaser for Hulu. Ooh.
One sec.
Okay.
You gotta wait for Ian.
Okay. I'll pause it. We'll wait. That looks pretty fun.
Yeah, I just was watching all the Alien movies recently. I made it to. I'm kind of watching them as they came out and like in order of when they came out between them and Predator. And I made it to the first Alien Predator movie, so now I got to keep going.
I recently watched one of my favorite of all those horror films is the Alien vs Predator 1.
Yeah, I
It's
just
still
watched
pretty good.
It was good.
It's
I
still
dug
good.
it.
And then I moved on to the second one, Revelations. I think Alien vs Predator.
Yeah, I think so.
Probably the worst movie I've ever seen.
Really?
Well, and there was an
What's-
issue.
What's the best movie in the Aliens, then, do you think?
Oh, hold on. Ian has to be here for this conversation.
Oh,
Ian,
Ian.
did you know they're coming out with another Aliens movie this year?
I think yeah.
What's your so Victor just said because we were talking about Alien versus Predator and
Oh.
CJ was saying he really liked it and the second one was the worst
Oh,
one.
the movie.
What's
I
the
don't-
best Alien movie?
Oh, the first one.
The first one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To me, yeah. The second one's amazing too.
I
like-
agree on the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like the second one?
it's okay.
Yeah,
I like the action in
But
it.
yeah. I've
All the
always-
machine
I
guns.
also like the Alien Covenant when they explore the new island when they're in space. I like that one as well.
I didn't like that.
I don't
one.
think I've seen that one yet.
I didn't care. I didn't really care for that in Prometheus.
I think it's okay. It's
Yeah.
not bad. It's not good. It's decent.
I like Michael Fassbender in those ones. The Covenant.
Oh, he's in that too.
Yeah.
He's like an android, I
Yeah.
think, an all-powerful.
Yeah, I
android.
think it's like the Android dude.
Yeah, he's good in that one too.
Have you seen Alien 3?
I've seen every Alien.
What do you think of Alien 3?
Which one is that? Is the one with
The bald guys on the prison planet?
Oh, that one. Oh,
Hey,
it's
Happy
not-
New Year!
Happy New Year, Victor. Happy New Year, Big
Hey.
Happy New Year. It's not perfect, but it's not bad either. So
The third one, you said it's not.
Yeah.
perfect,
yeah,
but
the
it's not
third
bad.
one.
Okay.
If you put it on a scale from 1 to 10, I probably put like a 5.5.
Oh, okay. A lot of people can't stand that one because it kills off the little girl and the corporal and the robot from the second one, which is understandable. It's pretty disappointing, but overall, I enjoy it. Christian, where? Well, I guess we're still live. Yeah.
Yeah, we're still live, everybody.
I was gonna ask you where. I'm confused as to where your location is. Yeah.
McDonald's? You said
Yeah.
Oh,
McDonald's?
what?
You've been beaming in from
He's in the
using
back.
McDonald's
He's in
Wi-Fi.
He's in the store closet.
Cheers! Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year.
Cheers for fierce.
Cheers,
Happy
man.
New Year.
Happy New Year's from the future.
From the
Yes.
future.
Oh, another movie that I was looking up right now is the Godzilla and Kong movie.
Oh, that's
Oh, no.
right.
That's gonna be
Yeah.
next year.
Yeah, the New Empire.
I want to see that.
I hope it's good.
It's got to be good, dude.
Oh, here. See if you can hear this one, guys.
They already have a trailer?
We can hear it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
What the hell is this?
Oh yeah, I can hear it.
Final report of the commercial starship Nostromo. Third officer reporting. The other members of the crew,
I don't think.
Oh, is this fake?
Yeah.
Kane,
Damn it!
Lambert,
Damn, it got
They
me.
got you.
It happens to the best of us.
It says, look, it even has the Hulu emblem at the top. What? Come on.
It looks real.
Fucker. I was like, this looks like Halo 1. This is just footage from
It did look like Halo 1. That's funny.
Has anybody seen Rebel Moon yet?
No.
I
No.
think I had a CJ the other day about it.
I heard Rebel
started
Moon was
to watch
really
it.
bad.
Yeah, that's what I've been
I need
hearing.
your help with this.
Wait, is this the
I started it.
I don't think they released it.
Take me down.
like the movie with Mars or something?
Harrington, you seeing this?
And on a Sunday morning, banging my head.
Yeah, I'm always down for more Alien.
I'm not.
I like it.
That's one I wanted to go. They've fucked it up enough.
You think just retire it?
Yeah,
Oh, man.
we have enough.
What
We
about
have enough.
Predator?
Same thing.
Yeah, the last one in like 2016.
That was
Predator.
horrible.
That was the worst.
That
thing I've
was
seen.
so bad. Where they come to find the kid with autism or whatever.
Stop.
That
Yeah.
was so.
Oh yeah,
horrible.
no, like look, that's literally the plot
Yeah,
line. Huh?
yeah. They needed his autism for I don't God knows what.
To
That
power
was a
their star
legitimate
speeders.
plot. That was a plot point of that movie.
That's right.
Oh, that was so.
I just found the trailer for Romus. I don't know if it's a fake one, this one as well, but it looks pretty real.
Let's see. I wonder if they even made a trailer.
I don't think they did.
It's Sunday in the Discord, I think.
Okay, let me see. Romulus.
Isn't this the one we just watched?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
without it in the movie. Yeah.
I can't tell.
The faces look pretty weird. That's the thing. I look
Looks
fake.
cool.
Yes,
Oh,
there was
this
like
is from
some older
Covenant.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I know that clip from Covenant. Dang it. Hopefully we get one soon.
At least know it's gonna be an alien movie then.
Do you like the Predator franchise, Victor?
Yeah, I do.
Those are fun.
And you watched The Prey.
Oh yeah,
Prey,
the
yeah.
Native American one. That was good.
That's a pretty good movie.
That one is good.
I like Predator 2, and no one. Well, you like it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
Everybody just totally ignores that movie, and it just bums me out.
No, that was really good, dude.
That movie is so much shit going. The Jamaican and Colombian drug war.
Yeah, I like that one
It's
a lot.
fucking awesome. It's so badass. Yeah. I mean, I like the first one the best, but Predator 2, I've always liked Predator 2.
Yeah, Predator in the City, dude.
Yeah, like, isn't that fucking awesome?
Yeah.
I remember that's what Arnold Schwarzenegger said. He didn't want to come back for that. Well, I think either that or he was busy with Total Recall. But regardless, he said, I just thought it was stupid they were putting it in the city instead of the jungle.
The only thing I have about that movie, I remember thinking Danny Glover as an action hero.
But Lethal Weapon, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, he's more of just just more normal cop, I guess, in the Lethal Weapon movies. I don't know. I've always liked Danny Glover in Predator 2. Yeah, he's not as buff and
like a
badass
Stallone
as
or
Arnold Schwarzenegger or any of the other dudes in Predator, but I don't know. I accept it. I like Danny Glover.
It didn't eschew my thought at all about the movie. It was a great movie. I was just, you go from Arnold Schwarzenegger to Danny Glover.
It is kind of a weird 180, but I'll take it.
But maybe that's what made it good.
Maybe so.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe so. It's a little different.
Champagne.
Champagne.
So are you just gonna stream until midnight?
Yeah, we probably won't do that. In theory, it's cool, but then I didn't think about how it's gonna be like 10, not 10, but it's gonna be 8 hours or something. Or I can't do math right now, but it's just
7 hours from now.
7, yeah. So that's a 9-hour video.
No.
No one's gonna watch that.
We're gonna end this and start a new one.
It's like Fish Tank Live.
That's an idea.
Yeah, Fish Tank Live.
Yeah.
We could just do it with all my Ring cameras.
Yeah. Oh, the Fallout TV show.
Oh, that's
fun.
that looked good. Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, I think Christian and I were talking about that recently.
Yeah.
The Penguin.
Yeah, I keep seeing stuff on that.
Are we gonna get Penguin?
Is that supposed to come out next
it's
year?
gonna be the whole TV series.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, hey.
I think was that Christian that said that we're gonna have a year of TV shows?
Yeah, I mean that's the way it's kind of heading, regardless of strikes and everything. It's just people are just more into the streaming services and whatnot.
Yeah.
Jonathan Nolan is he related to Christopher Nolan?
I think so. Yeah,
Really?
I think he might be his brother.
Oh wow.
But he did Westworld, like it just said. What?
I was just saying the rad roaches.
Oh yeah, I gotta bring your BB gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did Westworld, and he's a real
That's
big.
what this reminded me
Jonathan Nolan did Westworld.
Mhm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think it said it right there on the trailer. But he studied a lot of video games. He likes to play video games. He's a gamer, so he injected a lot of that into Westworld, and that's what made it so fucking good.
It did. Westworld did feel like a video game. Like
Westworld.
choose your own adventure. You can do whatever you want.
Oh yeah.
I gotta finish. I just bought it too because I caught on to the train way late. And I started watching it, and then I got hooked. And then the second season, I got hooked, and then they pulled it off HBO before I could finish watching it. I was like, I'm waiting for them to bring it back, and they're not bringing it back. So I finally bought the box set. Hey, Ian, you got to stand up and show off your outfit.
No, I
Fit check.
No,
Fit
I
check.
wish we didn't bring it up because people would just been like, "Why the fuck is he wearing?"
Look at this
The boss requested that
fancy pants.
The boss requested that we dress fancy.
When it's Sunday.
You should show up.
Yeah, dude. Give daddy a little turn.
That's the after the after party. After the party, it's a hotel lobby. Recording our kills.
And after the lobby, it's
Fuck
back.
somebody. That's what he says.
Pee on somebody.
Pee on somebody.
I'm wearing the invisible outfit today.
You are.
He's the Invisible Man. Fit check. Fit
The
check.
Ravens just obliterated the Dolphins. That just even apparel got
Blasted the apparel off of him.
Yeah. No, hey, Christian, I feel your pain, dude. It happened to us on Christmas. You guys can go kick rocks, pound sand. They're the number one seed now, right?
Yeah, they just clinched the seed.
God, that worries me, man. I'm hoping they just like. I remember I think it was the year the 49ers went to the the most recent year the 49ers went to the Super Bowl. I remember everyone being really like worried about them around this time, like the playoffs. And didn't they just like lost? They didn't even win a play. They just lost their playoff game, right, Christian? They didn't even make it to the AFC Championship.
The Ravens?
Yeah.
Yeah, but wasn't that because Lamar was hurt?
I don't remember.
Whenever they've been to the playoffs, he's been hurt, and that's been like the main reason that they lost.
No, I don't know.
We lost Mr. Glock himself this year, a couple days ago.
The founder of the Glock.
Oh, what? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
He was like 92 years old.
Damn. When was the Glock made?
Was it? He made it late in life, dude. He was like 70 or something when he made it.
I've always thought it was kind of more of like a more contemporary gun.
What did they say he did first? He
1982,
made
yeah.
shower curtain rods or something.
Was he John Candy?
Yeah, dude. I mean, he was a curtain rod.
These ones are made with helium, so they're very light.
Did you look? Oh, yeah.
1982. I remember that's around the time the Desert Eagle came out, too, I want to say.
Might fuck around and make a weapon that can kill people, dog. That's sick. That'd be sick. Oh, are we excited for the new Ghostbusters movie, Frozen Empire?
I like the last one. That last one was great.
I didn't even bother.
No, it was
actually,
good.
I have it. It came in a set.
It was good. I liked it.
Did you just take it out and toss it?
I should.
I haven't watched the Ghostbusters with the chicks though. I haven't watched that.
That's like the first movie I've ever fallen asleep on.
No,
I remember that book, and that was such a shit show because it's just like if you don't want to go see it, you're sexist. But you know, it's like it just kind of looks like a shitty movie. There's plenty of there's a hilarious movie called Drop Dead Gorgeous that's all chicks, funny as shit. It has nothing to do with that they're women. It just looks like a shitty movie.
You know, it was a good movie we just watched, Jawbreaker.
Yeah, I've never seen that. I would have watched that. I was at trivia. But if that weren't the case, I would have watched that with you guys.
That was a good movie.
Yeah, I've only seen parts. I've never seen the whole thing.
I'm surprised you're admitting you think it's a good movie because when it started, you're like, I already see what's gonna happen.
Hey, I was calling it, but it doesn't.
And then you're like, it's such a chick flick. It's such a chick flick.
It was
like,
good
yeah.
though. I was invested the whole movie. I watched the whole thing. I liked it. I thought it was good.
Rose McGowan
But yes, I was calling it every step of the way.
How many Friday the 13th are there, or like Freddy versus Jason?
12.
And we get
12 of them?
we get one Jawbreaker, and you're like, I already know what's gonna happen.
I need to watch that. I've never, like I said, I've never seen it all the way through.
It was okay.
It's fun.
Yeah, what did you think of it? You just thought it was okay?
I thought Rose McGowan had charming acting at first, and then she kept going with it, and it lasted a little bit too long for me, and I was like, maybe she's not a good actor.
Really?
Yeah. I'm trying to remember. She was putting on attitude the whole time.
Oh.
I don't know. I didn't really believe her as running the whole school and running this whole plot. Kind of the same thing I had an issue with on Saltburn. I feel like if these detectives just dug a little bit deeper, they would have been able to solve these crimes already. Okay. Although I did think it opened very fast and very very fun. The kill just immediately happens.
With Jawbreaker.
In Jawbreaker,
right.
yeah.
It was accidental, right?
I thought it was funny in Jawbreaker too. It was high school students, but everybody's fully tatted up.
Yeah. Rose McGowan, I calculated, was 26.
Yeah.
Dude had a full arm sleeve.
That's kind of Thanksgiving in a way. I feel like a lot of people in Thanksgiving are yeah, you're clearly in your 20s, but that's just
it's all the horror films.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm not gonna bitch about it. Same thing with Scream, and I know you did last summer.
They even made a joke about that in the movie Jawbreaker.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, I think it was Rose McGowan. Just someone said something about her age, and they all kind of look at the
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I'm sorry.
So where does Marilyn Manson come into play with all that?
For real though, why was he in there?
Well,
that was awesome.
It's because he was banging her at the time. But what? And it just goes to show how unpleasant of a person he looks. Like,
Mm.
I'm sorry. I mean,
Well,
I
that
can't,
was the whole
He was
point.
going like this in the
I
movie.
can't talk, but God, he's a weird looking guy.
They made him. He was supposed to be the creep at the bar, like
Okay.
the sleazeball.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I was like, that's the creepiest guy I've ever seen.
Right?
And then
Yeah.
somebody said, that's Marilyn Manson. I was
Yeah.
like,
I was like,
what?
dude, that's
Yeah.
Marilyn Manson.
I think he's even creepier looking just like that compared to like how, he
When
gets
he puts
it
the
makeup on.
stage and everything.
On
I think
stage, it's intentional.
On stage, I'm like, yeah, that's a normal guy. And then like when he takes it off, oh my God.
Is he convicted? Can we call him
Whoa.
a convicted sex offender yet? I don't know.
Oh, sorry.
Is he in jail?
Slicing and dicing over here.
Oh, I was gonna suggest you open the champagne with that, and I missed my opportunity.
Oh, the sword?
I'm
Dang.
not that skilled of a swordsman,
that
unfortunately. I couldn't even cut Chris's head off. How can I open a champagne bottle?
I was surprised, Ian, that Wonka didn't make your
I have not seen
top
Wonka.
mentions.
I have not seen it.
You didn't put it on the top mentions anymore?
No.
Come on, Ian.
No.
Did
you guys? I was
Aquaman
well,
come out?
I think,
yeah,
I think
Aquaman
it
just
did.
come out.
Did
too.
you guys go see Wonka? That seems like something you would have gone to see.
I want to.
Yeah.
I know.
No,
we're about
let's
to go
unpack
to
that. Why would
last week.
CJ go see Wonka?
Why would I?
Yeah.
I love Charlie
He
and
goes-
Chocolate Factory.
Honestly, I just say that because you see damn near everything.
I try to.
Even like when I can't go with you, you still go see a bunch of shit.
Yeah, try to.
That's the only reason why I'm not disparaging your taste or anything. It's you're a cultured man.
Got to take it all in
Yeah, you're a cultured man.
before I make a judgment.
What?
You can say something.
Just move on. I don't want to.
That's funny. It looks like he's like chucking something out.
Coca-Cola.
Oh, it
can.
is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Maybe I should share screen. What were you gonna say, Sam?
No,
Good for Sam.
no, it's okay.
I gotta head out soon, you guys.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, Big Butt Burrito.
Yeah.
Thanks,
What are your
you too.
plans? What are you doing? Well, I guess we could talk after the. I don't know. Whenever. I don't know. Do you have plans? Do you have like a plan of what you're doing? Or
I
Are
think
we-
so. I just need to talk to someone about it.
okay,
They
Yeah,
might be
we-
sleeping right now.
we're probably not. Yeah, we're not invited.
I don't even know what's happening. We'll see.
I'm going back here for 12
Yeah.
o'clock.
Yeah, we'll still be streaming, dude. You can come back anytime.
Can we go crash
Alright.
Cassie's party?
Yes, do it.
She's like, I don't even know you people.
Ian's dressed up, dog. He's ready to party.
His.
I'll go. Or will there be I'm gonna look like Marilyn Manson and John.
Yeah, you just gotta do the grabbing
Following
motion.
people around.
Does he do
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
is he breasts?
I think he's
Yeah.
credited as like sex pervert, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Bar
is he,
sex pervert?
is he credited as his real name?
I think
Yeah,
so.
Marilyn
In the
Manson.
beginning,
Whoa.
yeah.
Manson.
Oh, really? Not his real name's Brian Warner, I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah.
He's credited as
Marilyn Manson. That dude, I wouldn't have done that. I would have credited him as his real name just to kind of give it more mystique. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think back then, probably not many people knew his real name.
Mhm.
So people would have been like, "Was that Marilyn Manson?" It's harder to back then. It would have been harder to figure out.
Should we go ahead and sign out of here?
All right. Big Butt Burrito. Victor, you should probably go to bed. It's probably like
I know,
5 o'clock
yeah,
over there.
man.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I think I'll play some games first, then I go to bed.
Oh my
It's about
god.
to be Tuesday for Victor.
I know.
Yeah, holy shit. Yeah, thanks for coming on though, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
It's very cool to have an international episode.
Right?
Yeah. All right, everybody. This is Last Night Productions signing out of 2023. We'll see you all next year. Plenty of fun films to see in 2024. Probably open it up with the pool movie.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Night swim.
Nice one.
Yeah, peeing in the pool.
So expect that next week.
yeah,
Thanks everybody for watching.
thank you.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Later, everybody.
Happy New